with Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, appearing in his head all the things he's wanting to be said. 19 minutes of Phil to Phil, with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and shell. The stream's online and straight away begins to whine, but always fine as long as Shaz benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to endure like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran straight to feeling so insecure. The money earned from yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil spending impulse is always set to stay on. If supports are also slow and stays so low and fails to grow, you never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. Once kicked off across the board with charge to what because his code can be ignored, just how much DSP makes us feel so bored. To help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep who play bingo, but Phil will bitch and why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across the screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals are slow machine. It's not in burp and leaning ban, it matters not if battery fun is trials can't see if hours make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and starts his like before lunching into a big pretending different bills when truth is dead to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of call his cat and fatty life and all his strife of forgetting that it's unwell and they were rife. With drama he will react but isn't act, that is a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. She's nearly over it and a win is in sight, with what to white despite Phil's light that tips were not white. We'll say alright it is okay and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tips will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again, it's never if but always when the game is won. Thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hi guys, King Jad here. Welcome to DSP Bingo for Monday the 3rd of October 2022 here. Yesterday we were 2 away from a full house, we got 23 out of 25. I felt we were a wee bit unlucky. But yeah, Phil has recently woken up from his peaceful slumber. You know, woken up from his drunken stupor of probably overindulging himself on alcohol the night before and probably up to yawn time playing WWE Champions as per usual. And yeah, he has just recently come on the stream, as you can see, saying hello to everyone. And by everyone I meant like 2 people that was in his chat at the fucking time. And yeah, and as you can, the stream's not even live yet for Phil, but it'll probably go live any fucking second, so brace yourself for the imminent shitey music that's about to be playing from Phil's fucking stream the moment he goes fucking live. But before all that, Warren sent a stream short. Every single like stream, you know, before the stream starts, he tries to send a wee short, and it's traditionally a Shinkle short, you know. So no pressure, Shinkle, but if you keep making them, Warren's probably going to keep sending them. So let's see what the latest Shinkle short is that you know, Warren sent my way today for the stream. It's titled "I made a better short than the ones DSP just made." Let's see what it's like.
107 Glauben Globen. Please give this to me, Daddy. Please give this to me, Daddy. Please give this to me, Daddy.
And all the girlies say I'm pretty fly for a white guy.
Well, that was interesting. To be fair, you know, I knew that was right for some meme material as soon as Phil said that shit, you know. Yeah, good on Shine, guys. Clever wee bastard. But yeah, that's a good one there from Shinko. Thanks for that, Warren. Phil has gone live, so let's mute that shit immediately. Oh, Phil had one of the worst nights of his life last night. Would you listen to this? I actually had one of the worst nights of my life last night, but I'm much better this morning. Lol. Some interesting, you know, wordage here from Phil. One of the worst nights of his life based on what? Allergies? Based on a sore back? Based on cat cucking him with Tyrone? What the fuck? Did he actually lose a game in WWE Champions or something? Surely it just wasn't because of the poorly performing tips from the 2 streams he had last night. We only got $63 and $68 from both streams, which meant he only got $132 combined. Yeah, I went and had a brief, I seen some of the end of the fishing stream, and yeah, that was fucking ridiculous, man. The fucking guilt tripping he tried to layer on massively there. It was quite sickening. At one point he was actually fucking talking to his hat as if it was an actual person. I think I actually need to find that shit for you guys. It was fucking ridiculous. 8 plus 3 equals 11, not 12, says Dashi. Did I miscalculate something? I'm very confused at Dash's random maths. I don't know if I've got something wrong myself with maths or if it's something. I don't know. You said 63. Did I say 63? About what? I said $63 plus $68 equals $132 gained in the streams. At least that was the total tips that got recorded. At least that's. I was just reading what was on here. But you're actually right. Although I think. So I'm reading what tips Phil recorded on both of them. But I believe that Piece of Piece actually records the actual data. So Piece of Piece goes by the actual data rather than the figure DSP states. So the night stream was $68, which was accurate, but this one was off by $1 in the morning stream. So that's my bad. That's my bad. I tend to always go by the fucking DSP figure usually when I'm just counting these up. I really should go by the actual figure because it is what Piece of Piece goes by when he's tallying up at the end. That's my bad. So there you go. Bottom line is, though, Phil had a bad night. I actually want to try and find that from last night. Fuck it, we'll try. Hang on, let me see if I can get it for you guys. Hang on. It needs to be seen to be fucking believed. Let me see if I can find this shit for you guys. 2 seconds. Bear with me. I'm going to find it from Raw DDM. Where are you, Raw DDM? There you are, you bastard. And let me just rewind it. It won't take too long. Here we go. I knew it fucking wouldn't take too long to find it. So the stream's over, essentially. Right? Check this shit out.
Just can't do it right now. Okay?
The stream's all over. And it's like blaming himself for fucking preparing himself for the fucking hat goal. You know, I was anticipating that goal getting reached, not shit.
Alright.
Look at this shit.
Well, fishing hat, I'm sorry. We were close. We were like almost 3/4 of the way there, but we didn't make it. So these guys are just going to have to wait till next week. See what happens. Okay? Goes right back in here.
What the fuck? It's like he stops looking at his fucking chat. It's like he's blaming his fucking chat. How you guys made me fucking bring out the fishing hat for no fucking reason. So I'm going to have to fucking put it back now.
Okay.
Now he fucking stops. It's this wee bit here. It's this wee bit here. He's like, okay. It says okay, right? He's about to stand up. But he looks at his fucking chat first.
Goes right back in here.
Well, shit. Yeah, so that wee fucking pause right there, so I can fucking see his chat reacting to him guilt tripping the fuck out of them because he got his fucking fishing hat out for no reason because I didn't get a chance to fucking wear it because I didn't get $100 fucking in tips.
Next week, see what happens. Okay.
This wee pause here,
back in
right there. The wee delay. Little fucking prick, man. I'm glad it was a shite night for him. I'm glad. But yeah, he's quite salty for a lot of the fucking night. I know, yeah, apparently he figured it out a way, he can move the lamp. The lamp's on the left now. It changed the wee fucking lamp. The skull's on the left hand side there. You can see the wee skull there. He moved that to the right hand side, and the Pac-Man lamp has gone to the left instead. And by the way, the skull lights up. See, it lights up, but apparently it looks shit.
Better, you like that? Hold on. I had something to say now. I've lost my train of thought completely, actually.
Ta-da!
This turns on. The problem is, look how bright it is with my camera. It looks like shit. See that?
It kind of does a lot of shit in the camera. There's no denying that. But there you go. And then he fucking guilt tripped the fuck out. Oh, I may as well put the fucking fishing hat away. Look at this fucking face. Look at this sad boy face. I never got to wear my fucking hat. Nobody gave me enough fucking tips. Boo fucking who. This fucking face, man. Jesus Christ almighty. This is the face of a miserable motherfucker. That was... Actually, I'm not even fucking, putting words in Phil's mouth here. He was actually expecting to hit the hat goal. Because of the past couple of nights, the past couple of fucking days for him as well, where he's actually done well for tips, he was fully anticipating hitting the fucking hat goal. And he actually said, word for word, he was expecting to hit the fucking hat goal. So he's surprised at the lack of support.
Oh. First stream.
Let's see what he says. I don't know if it says it here, but just I need to see what he says, what his fucking face is.
Ooh, alright guys. So, tomorrow, first stream, the conclusion of Earthbound.
I just a fucking shitey fucking schedule. Big fucking deal, Phil. I actually want to see, if I can find it from his fucking videos from... So, 2 seconds. Let me go to the transcript, right? I want to see if it's on here. 2 seconds. Expecting... no, maybe not that. Thoughts, maybe? Well, I thought about some animation. What about hat? 50 odd results. 300 fucking results for hat. Although it's not all fucking hat. A bit of fuck, I don't know. Right, go. I'm pretty sure it was part of the recorded fucking video. Let me see if I can find it. He mentioned it 8 times in this fucking part, the word goal. 2 seconds, guys. I just want to see if I can find it.
They're not really apologizing, right? If apologizing isn't just words, it's I will not do this thing again because I feel bad about it.
Now, this wasn't what I was meaning, but it sounds good. So let's hear it.
All right. Well, I hate to say it, we were really on a nice pace here tonight to hit the goal, and now we have had no tips whatsoever in almost an hour. So I guess we're not doing it. Well, I had a great time with you guys tonight regardless. We got about 20 minutes left on the stream. Thanks to anyone who watched and chilled.
And blah 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 blah. Where's the next one? Where's the next one? Where's the next one? I think it was this one.
I'd like to support the stream in any way. Sadly, we did not hit the likes goal. Sadly, we did not hit the tips goal. Sadly, well, there was no other goal.
Sadly, we did not hit the likes goal. Sadly, we did not hit the hat goal. Hey, fucking, this is what we mean by guilt tripping him, right? There's no fucking, hey guys, thank you for the support you gave me. You know, also, I mean, it's not about being grateful for the support he did fucking get. He's fucking trying to layer a fucking guilt onto his fucking fans, and he fucking says, sadly, it wasn't enough. Sadly, you guys did not give me enough likes. Sadly, you guys did not give me enough money. He fucking layers it on so fucking thick for these guys. This is why we all say he fucking guilt trips his fans. He denies it, but when he fucking prefaces all this shit with the word sadly, he is layering that fucking guilt on, trying to make his own fans feel guilty because he didn't get the fucking support from them he demands from them.
But sadly, I appreciate you all chilling with me and for the support that you did give tonight. Sucks because I really wanted to have a new lure this week again with several slower streams earlier on the week. I was hoping that tonight was kind of a gimme stream where we could hit that goal and it would help out, but it is what it is, I guess.
There we go. That's what I was fucking meaning. He thought this stream was going to be a gimme stream. That was what it fucking... He expected this to be a fucking gimme stream where he was going to fucking sail in to the fucking hat goal. That was exactly what I fucking said. He expected it to be a gimme. Because of the fucking previous support he had during the week, and you know, fucking this stream here, you know, these past 2 fucking days, with all the drama it went on, Bill had $600 after 2 days in tips alone. So he was expecting more big tips. Somebody actually super chatted him, saying didn't the previous days, you know, the great support from the previous couple of days kind of balance out, so it made up for the poorer fucking performance for the, you know, for the day he had there. And that shit got deleted so fast. It's not about... So, the previous fucking days' amazing fucking efforts from the fans are just fucking memory hold. Phil does not fucking pay attention to the fucking previous days' great success he got and support. That shit's all gone. You gotta keep in mind, anytime Phil gets money from these guys, it doesn't matter how much fucking money they give him. It's all gone by the end of the fucking day usually. You know where it fucking goes. Anyway, I'm fucking stalling like fuck here. We need to spin the wheel and pick a card. What will it be today? Oh, it was almost Q&A. Oh, that's a difficult one. That's a difficult one indeed. Give more blood. I've not asked for a number yet, so you can fucking hold on to that shit. You don't even know what numbers I'm going to request yet. I am not going to ask between 1 and 200 odd. It's going to be a specific range. So fucking hold on to your horses. Yeah, ball bags. I'm fucking beating you to the fucking punch this time. Fucking people try and fucking get a number in there before you fucking ask it. No, it's fucking time. So, finger in mouth. That's not always a fucking guarantee, but yeah, he can pick his, he can fucking, you know, chew his nail, or he can fucking like pick his teeth or something. That would kind of count as long as if he messes about with his mouth in some capacity, that would count. So I need a number. So there's 218 different results. I want a number between 70 and 100. There you fucking go, between 70 and 100. 85 is the first number I saw in chat from Gregory Lake. So we're going to go to the 85th bingo card. Mind your eyes, it might go a bit strange. The 85th bingo card with this criteria is this one right here on the left hand side. Thank you very much, Gregory Lake. So, the bingo card we've got tonight is finger in mouth, Y/T pose, defense mode, which is where he's trying to justify him being a piece of shit for some reason, you know. I had to do this because X reason. Him saying dude, and Q and A. Phil actually just says, you know, if Phil's not got a fucking lot to talk about, he's like, how about a little Q and A to pad out the time? Him saying literally, him making a weird noise, him pointing at the text on the screen, him saying hate to say, and finally the arm flail. Him saying short, which I think we might have to get rid of. I think the fad for him doing YouTube shorts is kind of gone now. I do feel like we should remove shorts after this one, if everyone else agrees with me. Him saying what I mean by that is, him snorting, him saying positive, and him pig-splaining something. Him saying that being said, shout out to them, good podcast. Him saying excited, him saying engagement, him giving a thumbs up, and finally him saying voted. And the very last row is him saying example, him doing some scat talk humour, him having his chair creak, him saying here's the thing, and finally you guys. That is a bingo card for today. And do people like it? Do people think it's a robust card? Do people think it's got potential to win everything for us? I think it could. I think there's definitely potential there for this bingo card to give us a winner today. But who knows, we'll have to wait and see. I'm just going to save the bingo card now, in case I lose it. That happened one time before, and I swore never again. Never again in my life I get to save a bingo card and make myself look like an absolute fucking dafty. So, there we go, the bingo card has been saved. Fucking yaldy. Anyway, as I said, we're still waiting on Phil to properly start the stream and all that shit. He's just sitting in his fucking chat, blathering away, I'm sure. Usual nonsense. Oh my god, there are so many games. I'm looking at his schedule now. Lol. Gonna need some help with these. What does he mean by fucking I'm gonna need some help with these? He basically is gonna mean he's acting like it's never him that buys the fucking game. And it never is Phil that buys the fucking games. Every single bit of his fucking money comes from his fans. Whether it's in tips, whether it's supporting shit for YouTube super chats, not shit, memberships, that's YouTube money. Whether it comes from fucking watching fucking videos with ads. Literally every penny Phil gets now is because fucking, you know, it's because of the fans. It's all fan donated. December's going to rock.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, Kidmore Blood, for super chat. It looks like a super sticker actually, with a sticker saying behind the scenes. Don't know why it didn't play properly. Let me try that again for you guys. Let me see if I can refresh that so the wee video plays properly.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Don't know why the video doesn't want to play properly. I might have to look into that. Yeah, 2 seconds. I mean, it's like, it's not... Let me look into that behind the scenes for you guys. Let me very quickly check my stream elements and make sure everything's okay. Hang on, let me see if I can fix. Let me see if I can do something about it. My overlays, I'm just kind of looking at my overlays now, 2 seconds. Settings. Oops, so there we go. So why did I not play as smooth as I thought it was? Probably asking me issues. The only issue so far really there was the super chat wee video. It seems to usually plays fine and smoothly. Didn't play smoothly there that time for some reason. I don't know why. But let me try it again. One more time. Let's see. So give more blood. sent a super chat with a wee behind the scenes thing. I do appreciate it. Let me see if I can.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
See, most of it played that time. I think it's just a case that maybe it's just fucking this like load or some pish, but I don't know. Most of it seemed to finish fucking loading that time. Thanks to Get More Blood basically sent the same super sticker again to shine. Like, thank you very much, Get More Blood. Oh shit, we're starting. Oh fuck. Guys, I actually know even. This is bad. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I was too distracted trying to get my own stupid shit sorted. 2 seconds. There's a fucking bingo. 2 seconds. Oh, for fuck's sake, hurry up, fucking stupid. Oh, for fuck's sake, Microsoft Paint is pissing me off right now. Seriously, Microsoft Paint? You gonna fucking do this now? Piece of shit. There we fucking go. Right, unmute this. Here we go.
Good morning, everybody. I forgot to turn on the ghost now that he's on the other shoulder. Hold on a second.
Right, we're ready.
Welcome to the Level 1 podcast where we're busy fun. We're busy having fun down here on Level 1. Excuse me. What's up? What's going on? Today is Monday, the 3rd of October, 2022. I'm DSP, and I welcome you here to the show. We have an interesting show here today, for sure. Basically recapping everything that's kind of been going on this weekend that culminated last night for me in one of the worst nights of my life. Figure I'll share that with you. We've got some game news this morning that's pretty interesting, to say the least. Causing a lot of controversy in the gaming community, which I'm not shocked about because I completely predicted the situation was going to happen. Among other things, all right? Today's main gameplay stream is we're trying to finish Earthbound, but I don't know if we're going to because we got interrupted last time we played this a few days ago because of trolling. And it sucks that I lost essentially like 90 minutes of gameplay when if I had had the entire stream, you know, set to be gameplay, we absolutely would have confirmed that this was going to finish today. And now we don't know if it's going to or not. Is the camera off a little bit? It looks like the camera is too... like there's too much space here. Am I right? Looks a little better, right? Yeah. I think what happens is I moved it or something at some point. That looks better. Okay. So yeah, we lost half of the last stream. And losing half of the last stream, we ended up basically kind of being in limbo, and I don't know if we can beat it today or not. I'd like to beat Earthbound today. We'll talk about that a little bit. Yeah, I really hope that we can conclude it. I hope we have time, because I want to give it the time it deserves to beat it and see, you know, the full final boss fight is so epic and the cool ending and everything. I don't want to be like, oh, we're rushing through. Now, the good news is, if we don't beat it today, we have time later this week to beat it, okay? But, welcome to the show, everyone. We still have 3 more streaming days this week. Even though I've been here 4 days this week, I'm still here 3 more days. Thursday is my day off this week due to scheduling, okay? Shall I just go right into the story? I guess I should, huh? Because you guys are probably wondering what the hell I'm talking about in regards to being an insanely bad night for me. Okay, by the way, like the new border, this is the modern Resident Evil border for the show. We actually have another one I still haven't shown. I think it's Silent Hill. Pretty cool. Anyway.
I guess I better show you guys the fucking border. Here's the fucking border here. It's a Resident Evil looking motherfucking border. There we go. This is another example of Phil getting shit from his fans made for him specifically fucking free, and it's like, okay, he won't pay him a fucking dime. He'll fucking take it, he won't fucking pay him single fucking cent. So I fucking go. Ignore the search bar, by the way. That's just me fucking putting some factual information.
Yeah. Money. Oh, money. Yeah. Money.
Thank you very much, Kid Blood, for the super chat. It says, Big Ups Music Mouse 7. Yeah, I wasn't going to bring attention to that because I wasn't sure if you wanted me to bring attention to that. Water Leader's asking me what's the difference between defense and siege. Siege mode is literally him crossing his arms. So we literally just stole that from piece of piece, him crossing his arms as siege mode. Defense mode is basically him trying to justify a reason why he can't do something, like, I had to do this because of that, Basically, some kind of strange-ass justification from him being a piece of shit, where he gives us some benign, bizarre reason. So defense mode is just basically him giving some dumbass reason why he did something. That's my take on it. But there you go. So yeah, I seen a message earlier on Prophet, by the way, about have I got something like enabled, but we'll sort that shit out afterwards. I think most of the issues I had with OBS are actually okay because nothing's fucking freaked out yet. You can actually see everything still on screen. Fucking Phil's chat is still on fucking on screen, for example, and so there's a fucking bar at the bottom and all that. So I think all those issues are okay, but maybe there's one or two more things because as I said, the wee animations for whenever someone subscribes or subchats or whatever, the animations seem to stutter a wee bit, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. Train saying don't jinx it. Train, I Prophet, figured out what was wrong. And yeah, I downloaded a couple of drivers, not shit. Oh, for fuck's sake. Train, you're actually right, I jinxed it. Yeah, you're actually fucking right, Train, I jinxed it. It actually fucking happened. I have no idea why this fucking happens, guys. I really don't. We've not lost everything. We do have most things still, but we don't have a chat, we don't have a fucking thing at the bottom. I don't know why this fucking happens. What I'll tell you though is I'll send Prophet the OBS log so he can look at it again if he wants to, because I did that last time. But yeah, saying it's my fault, it's my fucking fault. It's not stopping us from playing bingo. Let's continue with bingo.
Orange, thank you for the re-upping of your membership for 5.
Also, we should take a note at that time. So that happened about 1914 my time, 1914 my time is when that happened. So just for future reference, when I'm checking the fucking OBS log, when I'm sending it to Prophet. What the fuck, man? I don't understand. But yeah, we'll figure it out later, guys. We can still play bingo, that's the main fucking thing.
5 months is I really hope Retro Commercials React happens. I agree. It's called DSP's Black Friday Ad Apocalypse, where I'll be watching all kinds of fun commercials from all over the world, especially retro ones, that are going to be hilarious. I would love to do that event. To do that, we have to hit our members goal for the month of 600 members. The month is just beginning. We already have a good head start. So let's see what happens, okay? All right, let's talk about this, okay? So here's the deal. Here's what's been going on with me. Let's recap. All right, the autumn.
I'm going to count here's the thing as here's the deal. It's practically the same fucking thing. Here's the thing, here's the deal. It's essentially the same goddamn motherfucking thing. I'm counting it. And yeah, I went and ticked off points to text. Why is he not snorted yet? Why in the hell is this man not snorted once yet? That's bizarre to me.
Autumn hit. It's now supposed to be autumn here in Washington State of the United States. We're in a whole new season, okay? During the autumn, the weather here is typically cloudy, rainy, and cooler temperatures. To give you some perspective, we go on a Fahrenheit heat system here. It's not Celsius like a lot of you who are not here in the United States. I know you use Celsius. We use Fahrenheit. Typically for the summer, temperatures for summer days would be anywhere from between, say, 70 degrees all the way up to like 90 some degrees. With the 90 degree days being the rarity, usually a summer day would be between like 70, 80. Okay, this summer was the hottest summer on recorded record for the most amount of hot days. We had 10 days that was recorded in the 90s, which has almost never happened. No, never happened. This was the record, okay? So we actually had the hottest summer recorded on record. Now, I had not one, not two, but 3 air conditioners installed in my house to keep it cool during the summer. I mean, I absolutely need it in a room full of electronics. If you don't have an air conditioner on, they could all overheat and break. You have to have that, okay? So I had them running for several months. Last month, I finally got my electric bill, and it was $400. And I said, I can't do this anymore. This is way too expensive. This is insane. So, as soon as the fall hit, I uninstalled our air conditioners. I said, it's going to be fall now, right? This is no problem. It's going to be fall. And by the way, all the weather forecasts claimed it was going to be cool moving forward. So I'm like, this is safe to do or whatever. So I uninstalled the air conditioners. That was like 2 weeks ago. All of a sudden, it's forecast this week we're going to have summer weather again. I'm like, what the fuck? Why? It should be over. The summer should be over. It's fucking October. Who the fuck thinks it's hot in October? No one. Never did I ever think in my life it's hot in October. Now, if you live on the other side of the planet and your seasons are reversed, you actually might just be starting to get hot, right? Like, I think in, like, Australia, you're just starting spring.
Poor picky with all them bacon sweats. What's up, Sunspot? How you doing, pal?
In which case, you're like, oh, okay, I get it. But yeah, if anything, this is absolutely positively evidence that global warming is absolutely real, and everything's just going to get worse. Last year, we had the hottest single day, which was 111 degrees. We had a 111 degree day here in Washington. And then this year, we had 10 days of 90 plus degrees. So it's just getting worse. Now, here's the thing, okay? When I don't have the air conditioner into the window, what do I do instead? Well, I open my window. It's opened all the way. Okay, so there's airflow coming in. I have a fan, a tower oscillating fan that goes back and forth, and it distributes air throughout the room. So at least there's air circulation, cools it down. The problem is, during the afternoon, when the sun is beating on the front office wall, which it is right now, during the afternoon, it starts probably around 10, 11 a.m., and it goes all the way through like 5 p.m. On a day with full sun and no clouds, if it's 70 to 80 degrees outside, this room will heat up, no exaggeration, by about 15 to 20 degrees. So if it's 70 something outside, it's 90 something in here, and I have no cooling method. It's hot as shit. And you may say, well, why don't I maybe open my door? Because my house is a design, out here all the homes are designed like this. They're essentially tall ceilinged.
By the way, this is defense mode, in my opinion. He's trying to fucking justify why he can't do basic shit like to cool down. Defense mode. This is defense mode. Fuck this.
Echo chambers. Okay? Right now, if I just open my door and I say, hey, Cat, what are you doing downstairs? She would completely hear me. And she would say, hi, I'm down here, I'm doing this. Like,
hey, Cat, why aren't you fucking at work like you apparently have a job? Where's all that fucking nonsense about fucking having a job before? It seems to be, just my observation, but she seems to be home a fucking lot lately.
seriously, it sounds like you're talking right next to someone. That's how it is in the homes out here. They designed them like that. So if I leave this door open, the entire house will just have my booming, echoing voice. So, you know, as a service to my family, when I'm streaming, I leave the door closed. All right. Even if I had that door open, it still wouldn't be dramatically cooler. Maybe it would cool this room down by 5 degrees. Okay. But it's still not that big of a difference. All right. Just so you understand, it's not like, oh, I'm torturing myself by having the door closed. It's still not that.
Apparently, I'm at a T-pose, yeah, so I'm going to count it as well. Fuck it, 2 seconds. Where is it? There you are. There you go. It's ticked. Thank you for the spot, Demon Raichu, who spotted it originally, and Dash as well for pointing it out.
Big of a difference. Essentially, when it's hot, I need an air conditioner in here. Well, I uninstalled it. I'm not reinstalling it and then uninstalling it again, right? No, we do not have central air out here. No one does. In the Pacific Northwest of the United States, it's considered one of the coolest, most moderate climates in the country. And it never was needed until the last few years with global warming. We never needed it. No one needed central air. But now all of a sudden, we're getting more and more and more hot days, and no one's prepared for it. When I first moved out here, that first summer, there was a heat wave week, and it was unbearable. That was before I even had any of the air conditioners. I called a professional. They came and looked at my house. They investigated everything. They went...
So big guy's asking in chat, why did he uninstall his air conditioners if it was still hot? So he had 3 air conditioners, and I think all of them were fucking upstairs. And apparently he was spending too much money on his electricity bill. It was $400 or something, and Phil's like, okay, having the aircon on full blast all fucking day means a lot of fucking money getting spent on electricity. It's too much money, and he thought it was safe to fucking remove the air conditioning units because it was October. And Phil forgot the whole fucking thing that the weather is never going to be fucking entirely accurate, especially if it's got to fucking try and predict the weather ahead of a week. You can get an accurate weather prediction, quite a good one, for, you know, obviously the closer you are to present day, the more accurate it will fucking be, but the longer you go into the future, the harder it is to fucking predict that shit. So Phil's having to go at the fucking weatherman for not fucking predicting 2 weeks in advance that it was going to be fucking getting hot again. Boo fucking who, Phil? It was your own fucking stupid fault.
Under the house, into the air ducts, they were looking around, they said, your house is not designed for central air. When they made these homes, they made them as heat retention homes. Meaning, in the winter, these homes are great because they're supposed to keep the heat inside. You don't have to blast your heat all day because you'll retain heat, especially if the sun's out one day. Your house will naturally heat up and keep the heat in. But even the ductwork, the way it's designed, even if you were to have air conditioning installed, central air, it wouldn't blow upstairs. They didn't design it for that. So you would have to completely redo all of the ductwork in your house, which would essentially be between $10,000 to $13,000. Guess who doesn't have $10,000 to $13,000? Even in the 8 years I've lived here, I've never had $10,000 to $13,000 of free money.
That's because you fucking spend every single fucking day on stupid shit.
To be doing this. So that's why I got the internal air conditioners. Okay. Okay. Now, with all that being said, what's happened over the last weekend? Well, number one, 3 straight days of summer heat. Starting on Saturday, it was 80 degrees. Yesterday, it was 79 degrees. And each day, there's been pure sun on the front of the house. Today is supposed to be the third and final day, again with 79-degree heat with sun at the front of the house, which means every day when I'm in here, it's 90 to 100 degrees in the office. And what am I supposed to do about it? Suffer through it or don't work. And the day I don't work is the day I don't make money, is the day that I can't pay my bills. So I have to suffer through it. Okay? So why am I telling you all of this? Well, it just so happens that on Saturday we did a marathon reaction to the Keemstar documentary.
Which was a big pile of shite, apparently. Prophet saying in chat, so we've already debunked the central air thing. Prophet calculated it would be about $2,500 for central air for Phil Burnell. Not $10,000 to $13,000 fucking dollars. $2,500, according to Prophet and his investigations into it. So there you fucking go.
Which, by the way, I have an interesting follow-up to that I'd like to talk about on the podcast today. So don't worry, there's going to be some interesting stuff. If you watch that, there's a little addendum to that on the show today. Okay? Now, that being said, all right, I was in here all day long with literally no real breaks on Saturday. I started my stream at 10:45 a.m. I did not take a formal break. I usually do. I just went straight into the documentary. We watched it. I took so few breaks, I hurt my back. And that's my fault. I should know that when I'm in here, every hour to hour and a half, I should be getting up, stretching my legs, walking around, stretching my back. This is essential. For someone who's sedentary, you have to do this, okay? But the thing was, I was so into covering this documentary for you guys that I just focused completely on it. And I didn't really take my first break until dinner. So I was sitting here from 10:45 a.m. all the way till 4 p.m. And it got so bad, it got so hot in this office that day, I started to get a splitting headache. Like I could literally feel my brain swelling in my head because it was so hot in this office. So I ended up popping a few Aleve and eating dinner. And when I came back after my dinner break, I felt better. My headache when it started to go away. And I was like, okay, this is good. This is, we're getting some recovery here. It's not a huge deal. We're feeling a little better. Okay. By the end of Saturday, after having been in here from 10:45 a.m. to like 7:30 p.m. in that heat, all right, I physically felt like I was in a fight. I did. Like, I felt like someone beat the shit out of me. And I was like, damn, I really haven't felt this beat up in a long time. Like, even when I get sick, I don't feel like that. I was like, yeah, I really genuinely feel like I got hit by a car, or you know what I mean? Like, this is obviously not good. So I was very happy to be out of there, around 8 o'clock, 8:30. Took a quick cold shower, relaxed with my wife. And then I came back in here yesterday. And it was another day of the same shit because it was so hot. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, man, this is fucking ridiculous. Like, I'm putting myself through physical harm at this point to stream. So yesterday we played The Evil Within. I told you guys on the podcast yesterday, I said, please, bear with me if I'm cranky today, because it is so goddamn hot. I felt, no exaggeration, when I started playing The Evil Within yesterday, I felt legit sick to my stomach. My brain, again, headache, swollen brain. Felt so bad, okay? So what I did something that I almost never do. I went and I grabbed a can of Coke. Well, I never do this. I never drink soda, right? You always see me drinking seltzer. I never drink soda. I drank the soda, and I actually felt better. I think it's a variety of reasons, a little bit of caffeine in it, sugar. I think maybe my blood sugar level was low as well. Because why? When your body is not feeling good and it's run down, your body starts trying to run at a higher capacity to account for it, and it burns more energy. So likely what happened was my body was tapped out. It was like, dude, you have like no energy in your body. You need something. Get sugar or something in you, right? So I drank that can of Coke, and I felt much better actually drinking that can of Coke, okay? And then after the stream, you know, I had dinner with my wife, and I was relaxing downstairs, and admittedly, again, I still kind of had a headache, and I was like, oh, all right, whatever. Tonight is, you know, Sunday Night Bites. It's Bassmaster. It won't be that big of a deal. It really shouldn't. It shouldn't be that big of a deal. I came in here, and I actually didn't feel so bad, all right? It was cooler. The sun was down, and so I did Sunday Night Bites with you guys. I enjoyed myself, had a good relaxing time. And I went downstairs, and I started relaxing with my wife. And I laid down on the couch, and I'm like, something's not right, man. Like, I just don't feel good. Like, and you know I'm not sick, because I haven't left the house. How could I be sick? Who did I get sick from, right? Like, I know I don't have a cold or anything. I just don't feel good. My head, seriously, like, I didn't have a splitting headache, but it definitely felt like there was a ton of head pressure in my head. And just my body, again, overall, it just felt really sore and run down. My eyes were burning really bad. And that almost never happens. Like, if my eyes are burning, usually I'll put eye drops in or whatever. I'll close them. They were like, they wouldn't stop burning. And I'm like, something's definitely up here. You know, like something's really bad. And so I said to my wife, I said, here's what we got to do tonight. I said, I don't feel good. What I want to do is I want to try to have an opportunity to sleep uninterrupted. But also, I don't know what's going to happen tonight. I might get up and be sick, have to throw up or something. Who knows? I don't know what's going on. So I told her, I'm going to sleep downstairs on the couch. You and Jasper go sleep in the bedroom by yourselves. That way, if I have to constantly get up, I don't wake up Jasper. Here's a major problem with having a cat, which many of you might not know. All right? If you have a cat that sleeps with you, that cat is with a routine. Okay? If you break that routine, the cat might then have a lot of issue settling back into what you should be doing. Okay, so I'll give you an example. A normal night, Kat and I, you know, go into the bedroom. We take Jasper in with us, and he finds a place on the bed. Sometimes we have an ottoman. Sometimes he sleeps on the ottoman. Sometimes he sleeps on the floor. It depends on the season. Sometimes he goes under the bed. He's kind of weird. Where depending on the temperature of the season, he'll sleep different places. Okay, but to give you some perspective, the night before, not last night, but the night before, he just decided randomly, I'm going under your sheets. So he goes under the sheets. He's bothering us when we're trying to sleep. We're like, no, Jasper, stop it, man. Trying to sleep. Don't do this now. I don't feel good. And then sometimes, if you get up in the middle of the night, let's say, I gotta pee. Or, you know, sometimes, admittedly, I lay down, I'm so tired, I'll pass out like this. I'm out.
What an unhealthy fucking piece of shit. Pit Lord said, this is why he's not snorted. He's loaded in cold medicine. Interesting theory. Prophet's saying this is all about dust, cat allergies, and probably mould because of how dirty the candle is. And that's also a very good fucking theory and good point, because we do know there is a mould problem at that fucking place. And also, stop locking your fucking cat in your room. I mean, that's what I'm saying, like, our wee dog, remember I showed off the wee dog, I got a wee Murphy, that's my wee dog. So he sleeps in with me and my partner, and he sleeps in the bed with us usually. But sometimes it's one of those things where he will wake you up before your alarm goes usually. Which is a wee bit annoying, but it is what it is, you know. So I was up like 20 minutes before or 30 minutes before my alarm was due to go off because he wanted out. And it was a case of like, I'm up now, you know what I mean, so fuck it, I'll start work. But yeah, it's one of those things, you know what I mean. But yeah, it's like it's just a normal wee routine. Just also, it's a part of having a pet, you know. It's worth it because a wee dog needs to go out, you know. And it's just so once you're up, you're up. But yeah, Phil's treating this fucking cat like it's a fucking burden. Phil is forgetting this cat got him $2,000 in one fucking night. Where's the doggy? The doggy is not in with me, so the doggy's in the living room with my partner. He's enjoying the fact that she's not abandoned him. So there we go. Phil's fucking. I'm going 1.25 speed. By the way, guys, we're a wee bit behind already. I'm going 1.25 speed because fuck it. Train's asking where's the doggy. It's not in the room with me. It's okay. It's just me in the room right now. The dog's in the living room with my partner. It's all good.
And since I'm out right away, I wake up a few hours later like, shit, I didn't even pee before I went to sleep. I gotta brush my teeth and stuff. So I'll get up to do that. But now Jasper's alerted. Oh God, someone's moving in the bedroom. Oh, he's like, whoop! Jasper's alerted. Now he wants to play and he's energetic. Like, no, Jasper, it's like 4 a.m, dude. It's not time for this. But that's how cats can be. Okay? So knowing all of that, All right. I said to my wife, I want to be isolated tonight. This way, if I don't feel good or whatever, you know, I don't interrupt the two of you, and vice versa. Jasper doesn't interrupt me. This way, I know I can get uninterrupted rest, and he's not going to be up constantly trying to wake me up. Okay? So, excuse me. Oh my God, excuse me. I went to sleep downstairs, and just for clarification purposes, right now it's not cold at night. It's a little cold, but not that cold. Like, we have a bunch of blankets and stuff. So I slept under the blanket, nice comfy pillow, slept under the blankets, you know. Basically, here's what happened. My wife says, okay, I'm going to sleep. Good night, honey. Good night. She goes upstairs to Jasper, and I just basically kind of leaned back like this. I was like, oh my God, I really don't feel good. You know, I hope that I can sleep tonight, because with everything that happened today, I just don't know if... Shh. I went right out. Like, literally moments after she went upstairs, I was out. I was like, holy shit. Right? So here's what happened, though. Okay? I wake up, and we have a big clock in our living room that tells you the time. I wake up, and it says 4 in the morning. And all of a sudden, I wake up, and I'm just starting to get conscious. My body. What the hell? My body starts to shiver. And it's not just like a little bit, oh, it's a little cold on here. It's like, oh my God, my whole body starts uncontrollably shivering. All right. And the thing is, I know it's not cold down there. Yeah, it's not, we're not in the fall or winter, you know, it's not that cold down there. I just start uncontrolled, my whole body too. It wasn't just like, oh, it was like my whole body is in a uncontrolled shiver. Okay. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, what's going on? I try to get up, even when walking, and I can't stop shivering when I'm walking. So I walk to the bathroom. I'm splashing water on my face to try to get myself back to my senses. It won't stop. I'm like, oh my God, this is terrible. So I'm like, what am I going to do? So I had some water. I hydrated myself. And I was like, dude, it's just not stopping. I guess the only thing I need to do, I have to warm my body up to stop the shivering. So I went back to the couch. I literally took every blanket, because we have several blankets on the couch, some of which are the ones that Jasper will like lay on every once in a while, some of which, you know, we'll lay in when it's cooler. I put every blanket on top of me. So I'm like a pile, all right, on top of me at this point. Okay. All right. And I'm not kidding you. Even under the pile of blankets, the shivering wasn't going away. And I was like, what the fuck? So I said, all right, here's what I'm going to do. Luckily, I still have my senses. I'm like, I have a technique that I use to stop involuntary things in my body. This technique, when I have the hiccups, if I use this technique, I can usually get control of my body. All right?
Money,
what it is
money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, Black Mage, for super chat and says, who the hell locks a cat in a bedroom at night? It's a good fucking point, yeah, especially, I will say this, if it's a house cat, it is quite cruel. I'm personally not used to a house cat. When I was growing up, I was used to cats being able to go outside. You know, like, we could let them out and they would enjoy being outdoor cats. You know, so the fact of the matter is, if they came in, sometimes if they went home by the time they go to bed, they were spending the night outside. That was just on them. Because also it's like, you can't fucking force them to come in. It's a case of they'll find somewhere to fucking sleep. And, you know, when you fucking... If you wake up in the morning and you fucking look for the cat, it's usually there waiting to get in, and they'll fucking go for a sleep in the fucking house. That's just the way it goes. But if it's an indoor cat, then keeping it locked in a fucking room, especially without fucking anywhere for it to go to do its business, pretty bad. So like, that's my take.
Breathe in slowly and as deeply as you possibly can. You hold your breath as hard as you possibly fucking can for as long as you can, and you hyper concentrate on it. And then you have to slowly exhale at the end. Okay? Essentially what this does, this will stop involuntary things with your body from happening, because you're kind of controlling your cycle. You're controlling your breathing. You're controlling everything. Okay? So I completely sucked it in. I held it in, and I'm here under all these blankets. All right? And I finally let out my breath, and finally the shivering stopped. And I was like, thank God. And then, no exaggeration, bloop, I passed out again right away. As soon as the shivering stopped, I was out. Okay? I then proceeded to have a series of fever dreams. That's the best way I can describe them. Nonsensical dreams. I had a dream where I was in a supermarket, but I also worked an office job in the supermarket, but my desk was in the middle of the supermarket floor. Like, does that make sense? No. But that was like, I have a desk job in a supermarket on the floor while customers are shopping around, but I'm doing my desk job with people going all around me. The fuck does that mean? Nothing. I had another dream where I was at like a bar/restaurant with a bunch of really snooty people who didn't like me, And then they all announced that they were going to go outside and have a cigarette. And I said, well, I don't smoke. So I stayed inside the restaurant. Well, they all got up and left to go have their fucking smoke break outside. And I stayed inside and just chilled at the table. So that's what I mean. Like, all that stuff, weird stuff, right? None of those make any sense at all. Like, and there was more, too. That's like the two that are standing out. You know, when you have a series of dreams, usually you have a ton, and some you can remember, some you can't. I know for a fact there were more, okay? So anyway, so all that happens. I wake up again. I look at the clock. Now it's 7 a.m., okay? And I begin to realize as I start to move, my entire body, from head to toe, is completely soaked in sweat. My hair is soaked. My beard has saturation in it. All my clothes are wet. I was like, what the fuck? Like, oh my God. So obviously I took off some of the blankets now. I'm like, let me get all this shit off. So I took all the blankets off of me. I basically had like 1 or 2 blankets on me now. Okay? I'm like, all right, now, I will finally go to sleep and hopefully this will be it. So I went back to sleep and I woke up, and immediately when I first woke up, I didn't feel good. My body was sore. I mean, look what I just went through. I mean, I'm not surprised my body was fucking sore. Like all parts of my body were sore as shit. Like, oh God, my neck, my back, my legs, everything's like sore as fuck. But then I got up, I started walking around, and, you know, Kat came downstairs with Jasper to have our breakfast together. And she's like, well, how did you sleep? I told her the story. She's like, oh my God. She's like, do you need Tylenol now? Do you need a leave now? You know, I was like, you know, the more now that I'm walking around and being active now, actually my headache feels like it went away. I think it is gone. Okay. So yeah, so basically kind of walked around the house a little bit, had my breakfast, which was coffee and a burrito, and, you know, gave Jasper his little morning treat and everything. And I'm like, all right, you know, I feel good now. Actually, legitimately, after that sleep, my headache's gone. The soreness of my body went away, which is good. All the soreness left. That's good. She's like, all right, just for the sake of checking, we have an electric thermometer. She's like, I'm going to check your temperature. And she checked it. It's fine. No fever. And I told her, I guarantee you I had a fever last night. Because the thing is, fevers can be caused by multiple reasons. Actually, having a bad headache can cause a fever. So I guarantee you I had a bad fever last night. And the fever must have broken overnight, you know, while I was, after stopped shivering and basically sweated it out.
Money,
and
money,
that's why.
Yeah. Money. Oh, money. Yeah. Money.
Thank you for super chat, Black Mage, who asked a good question here. He drank Coke yesterday. Did he go into diabetic shock? That's an interesting point. How rarely do we see Phil consume anything sugary? Kinda rare. So, it wouldn't surprise me if Phil does have a diabetes. It genuinely wouldn't actually shock me. I mean, I've not. It's not something I suffer with, but I've had family that suffered from it. I've had friends that suffer from it, and yeah, it's like, I know it's like 2 types of diabetes. I know one's far more manageable than the other. Yeah, so yeah, it's one of those things where, you know, one's kind of not as severe, and everyone is kind of fucking like, okay, this is fucking, you need some sugar, you know, that kind of shit. So I don't know. It's an interesting theory. Diabetic. I mean, Bill being diabetic, I think, could be a very interesting and plausible shout, especially with some of this fucking random shit he's fucking laying up, you know, relaying to us now. It's bizarre. So yeah, and Demon Ratchet says he said before that he couldn't eat dessert for feasting with the king. An excellent fucking point. And Heather as well, reminding us all, Heather saying he does say they have a lot of appointments, so maybe that's why. I think it's a very valid theory.
And have it in the morning. That's my guess anyway. But the funny part again about all of this is, I'm not sick. I have no, you know, I'm not coughing. I have no symptoms of being sick. I'm not sick. Legitimately, this was caused by me being in this office for 2 days straight in 80-degree weather outside, which is probably about 100-degree weather in here. That's bad. That shows that could legitimately, like, really harm a human. You know, that's one of the worst nights I've ever felt in my life. I felt so sick last night, and now I feel like completely different. But it's like, holy shit, it felt so bad, you know. And guess what? It's 80 fucking degrees outside, and the sun's out again today. Now, what am I supposed to do? I have to be here, man. I can't. I really wish I could take time off. I can't. You know, I legitimately have to be here every day. It sucks. I wish I could take extra days off at times like this. I can't. I need to make money to pay my bills. I have, again, I know I do this every month. Coming up in a week, I have my internet bill and my dues. It's almost $900 of bills due all at once, but I also have to raise enough money for my day off this week and my day off next week. All within 1 week's time, I have to raise that much. I can't take a day off. Yeah, I know. It's not good. It's seriously not good. But that's the life I'm living right now. The good news is, This heat is supposed to be the last day. In fact, opening up the weather app right now on my phone, okay? After today, every day significantly dips in temperature, okay? There aren't supposed to be that many hot days. Some of the days are cloudy, which is good. If it's cloudy, this office will not heat up at all. If it's cloudy, the sun won't affect the office. And then within a week's time, all the temperatures are going to be dipping by about 15 degrees. And supposedly we're going to have real autumn now, okay? So all that being said, I'm happy to be here with you guys. I have a ton of fun. Thank God I love my job. Can you imagine if I hated this job and I was in here suffering through this and then I was feeling sick? I'd be like, fuck this. But, you know, what am I going to do? You know, this sucks. This is just a bad situation, you know. You know, what can you do? I don't know if anything I could do differently. I can't take the day off. I can't, you know, just shitty, right? Okay. What's hilarious is that you got a bunch of people trying to diagnose what's wrong with me. I don't care. I'm listening to 0 of you. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Not one of you is a doctor, you know.
You're not a doctor either, Phil, but it doesn't fucking stop you from trying to fucking guess other people's fucking ailments. You're very fucking quick to point out people are mentally ill, for example, even though you're not a fucking doctor yourself, Phil. So, I don't know. This is the thing. I'm construing all of this as a pity me, you guys should tip me more so I could potentially have a day off kind of thing. But he's essentially blaming his fans here. He cannot take days off because they're not giving him enough money. If they give him more money, he could take a day off and feel better. But it is what it is, he can't. Therefore, it's the fans' fault for not supporting him more.
I'm okay now. I knew this would happen. You have a bunch of, you have this, you have that. That sounds like this, that sounds like that. It sounds like you're an alien growing fucking 4 arms out of your dick hole. You're right. You got it. All right, man. I'm just going to have to start wearing bigger pants to make room for the arms, I guess. I'm not listening to any of you. Okay. So, that was a terrible night. I'm hoping that doesn't happen again today. I will tell you this. Today, if I'm streaming and I start getting a headache again from the heat, I'm out of here, I'm taking a break, and I'm taking a leave to get the swelling down. If that swelling my fucking head starts again, I'm not going through that shit again. That was fucking crazy bad last night. I'm not going through that again a second time. Okay? No way. All right. And by the way, yes, I'm aware you guys that some people have tipped. Just so you guys know, I always do shout outs at the end of the podcast, but they are coming through because I know some people are, I don't see the pop-ups anywhere. They are coming through. I will give you shout outs and pop-ups later on in the show. Thank you. Okay. So, let's hope for the best. Today should be the final day of this bullshit. Okay? It should be, I hope. Let's go through the schedule so you guys know what to expect, for the rest of this week. And then, let's talk about a follow-up to the Keemstar documentary, and then we got some gaming news to talk about, and then we'll probably do Q&A, depending on time. Fair enough? Okay. So today, Earthbound may or may not conclude. I would love to finish the game with you guys today. I would love to finally give it a proper send-off. You guys have been an amazing interactive audience during the entirety of the Earthbound playthrough, and supportive. I really appreciate that, because this is a game that I didn't know people were going to care about 9 years later, and you guys have, and you've supported it. I really appreciate that. Thank you for watching and supporting Earthbound. I hope we have a good, strong end today where I get to finish it and we get, a good send-off to the game, okay? Later tonight is Disney Dreamlight Valley. It's the only opportunity I have this week to really play it. Last week, we unlocked, well, we see.
Yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, Black Mage. Our super chat says hypoglycemia can also disrupt a person's sleep due to nightmares, tiredness, or confusion when waking, excessive sweating during sleep. Well, Black Mage seems to have ticked a lot of the boxes that Phil illustrated, all the symptoms that Phil pointed out. Hypoglycemia. There you fucking go, it's a very real possibility. But who knows though, Phil is not going to share that kind of shit on stream. You know what he's fucking like? He'll tell you all the fucking things that are wrong with him, but he'll fucking chastise you if you fucking, take all that information from him and try and guess if there's something wrong with him. How dare his fucking fans show concern for his health and try to guess what the fuck's wrong with him? I assume that if Phil knows exactly what's wrong with him, I assume Phil is very aware of what is wrong with him, and he's still telling the story anyway, but he refused to fucking tell his fans what the fuck is wrong with him. Because, well, to be honest, it is... Phil should be telling us a shit. His health issues are literally his business, but the fact of the matter is he's bringing the shit into his own streams, into his own content, and so it's going to lead to people asking questions. So naturally people are going to wonder what the fuck's going on. Phil's only got himself to fucking blame here for people asking him what the fuck is wrong, and people even guessing what the fuck's wrong with him. Because he's fucking introduced the topic himself for his fucking health.
Saved Donald Duck. He was stuck in another dimension. What a game. Donald Duck is stuck in another dimension. Did you think you would ever hear those words? We saved him. And now we have many other chill things to do, and it'll be a nice, relaxing stream. I really enjoy this game because it is a chill stream with relaxation. We get to interact during it, so I hope you will join me for that tonight, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. Tomorrow, we begin with Overwatch 2, as long as it works. What I'm actually going to do tonight, I'm going to try to log into my Battle.net account and link both my PlayStation Network and my Xbox Live accounts to it. Hopefully they link, and there's no problems. And then, hopefully, tomorrow I'll be able to play the game. Now, here's the thing. The game supposedly launches noon Pacific time tomorrow. I know some people were like, oh, it's out midnight, right? No, from what they're saying, the game will not go live until noon tomorrow, all right? Which fits in perfectly with the stream because I'll be doing the podcast. We'll finish the podcast, and we'll try to go right into the game. We'll literally be within the first group of people playing the game, okay? But I'll be honest with all of you. I'm skeptical about this game. Why am I skeptical? Number one, I don't know if my Battle.net account is going to link properly and unlock all the characters. In which case, that's going to frustrate me if I actually have to unlock every character manually when I bought the previous game. I even spent a little bit of money on the pulls and stuff in that game. And that's going to suck if 6 years later their system isn't very good and I have to spend money on the goddamn thing. Or not spend money, but spend time on the goddamn thing. In order...
What did he call that? No. He called them pools. Let's hear that again.
Why am I skeptical? Number one, I don't know if my Battle.net account is going to link properly and unlock all the characters. In which case, that's going to frustrate me if I actually have to unlock every character manually when I bought the previous game. I even spent a little bit of money on the pulls and stuff in that game.
Yeah, no, that kind of sounds very... that kind of terminology sounds extremely fucking similar. Whatever game does Phil play a lot of where it involves getting a lot of pulls? What kind of game, Phil? Just, it's on the tip of my tongue. It's just... It'll come to me in time.
Game. And that's going to suck if 6 years later their system isn't very good and I have to spend money on the goddamn thing. Or not spend money, but spend time on the goddamn thing in order to unlock characters. That's going to be... Because they're saying it's anywhere from 50 to 100 matches to unlock all the characters in the game. As you guys know, I'm not going to be playing this full time. I'm going to be balancing it with other stuff. So if I'm playing it 2-3 times a week, what does that equate to? 10 hours a week? So it's going to take me, what, 2 months to get the characters? That would piss me off, okay? That's number one. Number two, I just want you to think of it this way, okay? Tomorrow at noon, a free-to-play game that is a sequel to a game that was one of the most popular games of 2016 and a game that literally had worldwide coverage, hype, and an even esports league for it is going to go live. Don't you think there's going to be a lot of fucking people trying to play this game tomorrow at noon? And so I almost predict they're going to say, all right, the servers are on, and they're down. Because everyone just tried to log in at once and completely crap the whole system out, and they're going to be doing damage control, trying to fix it and everything, and it might take hours, if not days, for them to actually get the system up to a capacity where it's going to work. Obviously, what's going to happen is after a bit, the people are not going to be playing it as much, and the hype will die down, and it won't be that big of a deal, right? But I really feel tomorrow, launch day, is going to be like insane explosion of attention day. Everyone on the internet's going to want to either play or talk about it. And because of that, you're going to have some issues. So tomorrow, here's our plan. Do the podcast, right? When it's done, try it. See if we can play. We can play great. But if not, well, worst case scenario, we'll do more Evil Within 1. We have a plan. We have a backup plan. I'm down for playing more Evil Within 1 tomorrow if it just doesn't work at all, okay? Now, tomorrow, the plan essentially was to play Overwatch 2 all day long. I wanted to play first stream, second stream, try out a ton of characters, maps, unlocks, everything, all right? If Overwatch 2 doesn't work on the first stream, I will still try to do it on the late stream. If it still doesn't work on the late stream, all right, now things are kind of up in the air because if we don't finish Earthbound today, maybe we'll finish it tomorrow night. If we do finish Earthbound today, then maybe what we'll do is we'll jump onto Game Pass and we'll look at some of those chill games that we had selected, and maybe we'll pick some of those games, or maybe we could try a game like Proteus or something. We'll do something tomorrow night and different, okay? My hope is that Overwatch 2 will work at the very least by Wednesday. Okay, if it doesn't, that's pretty sad. So hopefully, and then Wednesday we'll play it. If not, again, it'll be Evil Within. And then same thing Wednesday night. Do we need time for Earthbound? Will we do another game? We'll see what happens, okay? But I can't really promise you what we're doing over the next couple of days because we have no idea how well this game is going to run or work. I really predict that this thing is going to flop on its face and break because it's free to play. And you're going from a game that was the game of the year for some people 6 years ago. Monstrous sales, the #1 team-based shooter for like 2 years. Had, again, an esports league. This game is insanely popular, and you just made it free to play. So now people who never even played it before are going to say, now I'm going to try it because finally it's free, So let's see what happens. And we'll go from there, all right? Thursday's my day off. When I come back on Friday, again, we'll see what happens. Will it be Overwatch 2? Will it be Evil Within? I don't know. Friday night is Friday Night Fights. There's no specialty events or anything going on next week. So essentially what we'll be doing is Evil Within and alternate it with Overwatch 2. The night streams will be Disney Dreamlight Valley alternated with something else. What? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Once Earthbound is done, we have some flexibility in the stuff that we do. We can start up some other random games at night, or we can even start up, I don't know, Dead Space 1. We'll see. I don't want to commit to anything because we have no idea what's going to happen with Overwatch, and we might have a ton of time, or we might not have much time at all. Okay? The next major thing's going on. October 14th is Scorn. They bumped it back. They actually made it come out earlier because the game's ready to go. So October 14th is Scorn, and I will be trying that out. I have no idea how good the game's going to be, or if it's going to be a full playthrough, or we just try it once on Game Pass. I don't like it, and we never play it again. But I'm going to give it a shot. October 15th is going to be my special react event to Rob Gavigan. All right? We're going to go through his channel, find some spooky videos, and have a good time with that. But last time we did this months ago, you guys enjoyed it, but you were like, yeah, it's kind of like, you know, summertime doesn't really fit. Well, now it's October. It's Halloween. Now it's time for spooky, scary, macabre stuff. Okay? In addition, on that day, we're going to be doing a WWE 2K22 horror-themed fantasy battle royal match. Okay? I'm going to try to put in as many movie villains, killers, monsters, and all kinds of zany stuff that I can put into this match, and it should be fun. So I hope you guys will join me for that day. Now, just to give you an example about the rest of the month, just listen to this release schedule. It's out of control. You ready for this? I scrolled. Here we go. I had the wrong thing. A Plague Tale Requiem, October 18th. Mario plus Rabbids, Sparks of Hope, October 20th. Gotham Knights, October 21st. The Resident Evil 8 DLC that includes both the final story for the Winters family and then Reverse, the multiplayer part of the game, October 28th. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, October 28th. I literally just told you the games I'm absolutely playing. There's also other games, for example, Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed, New Tales from the Borderlands, and even Bayonetta 3 that I'm not sold on playing, but it's a strong possibility. Did I say Gotham Knights, by the way, as well? I am playing Gotham Knights for sure. But those other ones, like, I don't know if I'm playing those. I might skip them, okay? So that's pretty insane. And that's all within a 3-week... No, that's within a 2-week period. A 2-fucking-week period. All those games. November's no exception. November's packed and December's packed, okay? Pretty just crazy, over-the-top amount of stuff coming out. So it's funny because just on today's pre-stream, I had someone who's a viewer criticizing me, saying, you know, you changed. Because back in the day, you used to play all the big new releases, you used to jump on all these games, and now you don't. Well, what do you mean? Oh, well, this summer, all you did was play old games, right? You played Zelda Link to the Past, Final Fantasy VII, Earthbound. Now you're playing Evil Within. What else did I play this summer? Saints Row, right? Basically, I played all old games. I'm like, yeah, but if you really look at the summer, here's what happened this summer. Number one, there was a lot of indie games. That's absolutely true. Some of them got hype, viral hype by other streamers and shit. But was there ever a consensus on what games were worth playing or not? No. All right, let's take a look at Cult of the Lamb. Everyone was dying to see me play it. I didn't, and now does anyone talk about it anymore? I haven't heard a peep about Cult of the Lamb in weeks. Like, no one cares. That's what happens with these indie games. They're hot for a minute because people are talking about it.
All right. I've got to do it, guys. Let's see how wrong or right Phil is, okay? Let me go to Twitch. Let me pause the fucking thing that's going to start. Shut the fuck up, random Twitch person. I fucking hate the autoplaying. You go to Twitch, it autoplays some random fucking shit. Give me a second and I'll show it on screen. Here we fucking go. Right now, there's 2.1k viewers for Cult of the Lamb. So there we go. Meanwhile, Phil is playing Earthbound. How many people are watching Earthbound right now on good old Twitch? 7. 7 people. So you got 2.1 thousand. Over 2,100 people for Cult of the Lamb against 7 for Earthbound. Those are quite a big difference numbers, I think, you know. It's quite a... 3 separate streams. One stream's got 5 viewers, and the other 2 have got 1 viewer each, which I assume is the streamer himself, maybe. I don't even fucking know. Jesus Christ. Yeah, DJ Dino says you can also go to YouTube, search for the game, and filter only live streams. You can do that. I'm not going to, but you can do that. But there you go. And by the way, guys, Kiwi Farms is fucking back. In case people are fucking curious or wondering, Kiwi Farms is fucking back. Here's your fucking farms right here. Just to fucking point that shit out. Anyway, back to the bingo.
And playing it, especially streamers, right? Oh, the big streamers are playing it. Everyone's excited. You got to see it right away. And then within a few days, a month, it's gone. No one even remembers it. This happens all the time, right? So I see this happen to a bunch of games this summer, and it's literally like game after game is the same. You know what else happened this summer? Bloodborne / Dark Souls knockoffs. It was like the summer of knockoffs. Oh, Dinesia, Steel Rising, Herpty Dirty Derp. They're all the same. They're all the fucking knockoff games from the FromSoft franchise. And I told you guys, if you really want to see me play that, I'll play Elden Ring again. I'm totally down with starting my New Game Plus run in Elden Ring, where we can try to do a new build and everything. No, we don't want that. But you want me to spend money on a game that's a blatant knockoff of fucking FromSoft? Why? They're the same shit, just not as good. Why would I waste my time on it? So there you go. It's the point I'm making, okay? Doesn't make any sense, all right? What about Xenoblade Chronicles 3? Oh my god. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 gives 80+ hour RPG that would take me not only the summer, but we'd be playing it into the fall. It would go on hiatus. It would never finish. Did we not already play a long enough game with Skyrim earlier this year? You know what I'm saying? Oh, by the way, after people finally started playing Xenoblade Chronicles, many people were very honest about it and said, yeah, it's paced poorly. It's a game that has too much content. It's paced poorly. It has issues with, you know, just like Xenoblade Chronicles 1, which I played many years ago on the Wii and I never finished. It was the same shit. It's the same kind of game. If you're into that shit, great, good for you. But you can't expect a streamer like me, who does a variety of games, and doesn't just sit here and play the same game every day, to commit to an 80 to 120 hour RPG. That's nuts. Okay? So the thing is, all these criticisms that were thrown my way over the summer, all right, I guess you could say they're valid to some extent. I pretty much skipped almost every new release. But take a look at some of the situations where I didn't, all right? Splatoon 3, all right? I spent, you know, I got it. I bought it. I played it. I liked it. I thought Splatoon 3 was good. I was like,
You played it 3 fucking streams because somebody gave you fucking money, the fucking credits to get it. And after fucking 3 streams, you dropped it as soon as you fucking could. You pretended you fucking liked it because it's basically gifted to you, but you don't fucking like the game, you've not done no bad for you. It got like $100 or $80 and $100. It actually done not bad for you on tips. But you dropped that fucking shit as soon as you fucking could because you were fucking garbage playing that fucking game. Phil did not buy the fucking game, he was gifted the fucking Nintendo credits to get the fucking game. And out of the niceness of his fucking piggy heart, he didn't drop the game sooner because he would have felt fucking bad dropping a game that was essentially gifted to him. He fucking lasted until the fucking 3rd fucking stream, and he dropped that shit as soon as he fucking could. Pretended it's the fucking audience's fucking fault. Pretended it was fucking up to them. They weren't happy with the fucking game. Support was slow. Engagement was slow. The fucking views on YouTube weren't that fucking good. Motherfucker has this fucking thing happen to a lot of his fucking games. Only seem to fucking matter for Splatoon. Doesn't fucking matter for fucking Bassmaster garbage. Doesn't fucking matter for Earthbound. Nah. It only fucking matters for Splatoon.
oh, I would like to dedicate some time to learning this game. Nope. It sucks, Phil. Why are you playing this? Huh? It's the hottest selling game in Japan ever. The Nintendo community is going crazy for this game. I'm just starting to unlock and learn the weapons. I'm having a good... It sucks. Stop playing it. Views are down. Support is down. No one's watching the videos on my channel on YouTube on demand. It literally... I'm not kidding you. The lowest viewed video I've ever uploaded on DSP Gaming was Splatoon 3. It was like 3 days and the video didn't have 200 views yet. So you can blame me all you want, but I don't watch the content, I make it. If my audience is outright telling me this game is not for us, we don't care, then I'm not going to continue to play it. People literally told me don't keep playing this game. We don't like it. Okay, so I stopped.
I think I should check this information. I just feel like it's worth a wee check. So let's search a shitty wee fucking stream. Splatoon 3. 1.6k views, 587, 687, 1.1, 511, 478, 623, 329. So one video didn't have great views. One video is under 500 views and it's this one here. Random Part 7. Where the stream title, the video title is slowly getting the hang of it. The fucking title, the fucking video makes it feel like you don't want to fucking watch it because he's fucking got the word slowly in there. Who's going to fucking want to watch him fucking struggle and very, very poorly get the grips with a fucking game with a title like that? And it's not even got a fucking custom thumbnail either. Jesus fucking Christ. So there we go. Someone can work at the... I mean, you guys can fucking work at the average if you want on the fly. 1.6k views, 587, 687, 1.1, 511, 478 and 623. Now, what about Bassmaster? Is it not let me search a fucking thing? Why? $363, 180, 845, 2.5k for the very first one, 1k, 506, 1k, 634, 441, 7 days ago. 7 days ago, 441 views. 441 views after 7 days. Not even 500 views. Look at these poor fucking performances for things that have been on there for like a month or so. Not even 1k views after a fucking month. For a lot of these shit, man. Jesus Christ, man. 506 views after 2 whole weeks. Sweet baby G. 405 views 3 weeks ago. Jesus Christ, man. And yet he fucking sticks to playing this fucking game every single... Okay, people want me to check Earthbound. Alright. Earthbound. Here we fucking go. 2.6k views. Actually, can we not just view the playlist? And it might tell us, oh, does not give us a fast fucking shite. So, 518 views 2 weeks ago. Wait, this is 9... Sorry, so some of these like 9 years ago. 22k views 9 years ago. For part 1 of Earthbound. Jesus, and then... So some of these are like 9 years ago. 1k views for part 2. 483 views 2 days ago. Just gotta make sure I don't get mixed up with the fucking recent ones. 461 views 2 weeks ago. 389 views 12 days ago. Aye, these views are not fucking very good. 275 views 2 days ago. 275 views 2 days ago. 253 views 6 days ago. Holy crap! That is garbage. 6 days ago, he's barely got 250 fucking views. What the fuck? He's not... So this is what I'm saying. The excuses he made for Splatoon 3, he didn't fucking hold for any other fucking game. Every single other fucking game, he ignored his fucking metrics whatsoever. He used any fucking excuse he could fucking possibly pluck out the air to drop Splatoon 3 as fast as fucking possible, blame the audience for it. He ignores all his fucking criteria for every single other fucking game he's playing. Anyway, back to the fucking bingo. Are there any with just 69 views? No, Prophet. I'm going to just say no. There might be, but I'm not going to fucking stream for every single... Search every single fucking DSP video to look for one with 69 views. No, I'm not doing it.
Take a look at Multiverses. Here's a game that was the hottest fighting game. It literally is still the hottest fighting game right now. It's got more people playing it, more people watching streams of it. It's the biggest fighting game there is in the world. I played it for 3 months. I started systematically picking out the characters that I liked, like Bugs Bunny, Velma, Iron Giant, Batman. When new characters came out, like Morty and Gizmo, I bought the character. I tried to learn the character. I actively sunk 3 months of streaming time, on and off, into this game to try to learn it competitively. This was after you guys told me for years to play another fighting game than Street Fighter. You begged me. You said, do anything but Street Fighter. We want to see you play anything but Street Fighter. We're tired of Street Fighter. So I did. And then what happened at the end of the 3 months? Oh, I hate...
No, you kept playing fucking Street Fighter though. You didn't replace fucking Street Fighter. You kept playing that shit every week anyway. Then when you fucking played Multiverses, people were just wondering why I didn't just fucking play Smash. Because it's basically a Smash fucking clone. And you fucking bitched and whined about that as well. Everything is the fault of the audience. This is basically Phil fucking standing here going, I'm always fucking right, you fucking morons are always fucking wrong, now give me fucking money. Inconsiderate, ungrateful piece of shite.
hate this. This is boring now. The game's not fun to watch anymore. To which I explained, this is what happens with competitive fighting games. At first, there's the air of exploration. It's exciting because you've never seen these characters be used before. You don't know what they're possible doing. So everything's new, right? The stages are new. The characters are new. Everything's fun and new. And then when you get to a certain level, all right, when you get to a certain level, all right, what ends up happening is it now becomes, it's only interesting to those who care about the game at a competitive level. It no longer matters for the casual viewer. You've seen 3 months of this game, on and off, and you're ready to move on. Only people who care about, oh, what's the high level gameplay? What's a combo? What beats what? And if you watch my gameplay recently of Multiverses, you'll see I started doing more high end stuff with Bugs Bunny. I'm learning to time a safe strike so the safe will come up and hit 2 characters at once and double eliminate them. I'm learning how to stay on top of an enemy on the edge and just knock them off the screen rather than giving them a chance to recover. I'm not just flailing about mashing buttons anymore. I'm trying to learn more advanced strategies with the characters that I'm using, right? So there you go. You know what I'm saying? I gave it a shot, and this is the biggest game of the summer. If you look at all the games that came out over the course of summer 2022, Multiverses is literally the biggest. It has the biggest player base and more people watching it than anything else. And you guys, after 3 months, told me to stop playing it, you know? So you have to understand something. You can please some of the people all of the time. You can please all of the people some of the time. But there's absolutely no way I can please you all, especially during a summer like this, where there was no definitive thing to do. I'll give you some perspective here. 2 years ago, we had Ghost of Tsushima. That was the best game of the summer. Everyone loved watching the playthrough. Everyone collectively was like, what a great game, what a great playthrough, perfect summer, right? That didn't happen this year. This year, things were all over the fucking place. And you couldn't tell what was going to be good. You couldn't tell what was going to last, what was going to get boring quick. It was just a crazy, chaotic summer. So rather than me saying, let me take insane amount of gamble on a million games that we don't know if they're good or not, let's just play some stuff that I know I'm going to like, that you guys are telling me you're going to like seeing again. Let's just do it a little differently. So I did. And we ended up going back and playing a ridiculous amount of retro games. Admittedly, this was the inadvertent summer of retro 2.0. And this summer, it worked. 9 years ago, the summer of retro completely flopped. 9 years ago, it was Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, Super Mario World, Chrono Trigger, Earthbound. What else? There was at least 1 or 2 others, I believe. I played a bunch of retro games in a short period of time. You guys hated it. And I say you guys, I don't even know if any of you were watching me 9 years ago, right? So maybe it's totally out of turn here. Maybe none of you were watching it back then, right? Who knows? But the point I'm making here is, this summer, I played Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, Earthbound, 2 games that previously I had played and flopped. Saints Row, which actually is pretty good, I feel. A few other throwback playthroughs, like Final Fantasy VII, which I had never played for you guys before. That was a really special one, among a few other things. And overall, I think it went pretty well. And I apologize to those of you who are like, you know, it just doesn't feel like DSP Gaming anymore. Because Phil would always be the guy who would cover the biggest games, the hottest games, the newest games. I get it. But things have changed. Number one, I don't have that kind of financial flexibility anymore. A lot of the times I'm dependent on what's on Game Pass, what's this, what's that, right? We're now in a situation. In the next few months, I'm not kidding, there's probably about 20 games I'm going to be playing. All right? I am going to be heavily reliant on you guys and your support, whether it's tips, whether it's people just want to donate credit for PlayStation Network or Xbox Live or even Nintendo. All right? Whatever. That will help me defray the cost of all this crazy amount of games that I'm going to be buying and playing in the next few months. And I appreciate everyone who steps up and supports these streams because you make that possible. Okay? But why was I going to sit there and literally buy a ton of indie games, knockoff games, and shit that there was no guarantee anything was going to be popular? And then even when I played the ones that should have been the most popular, like Multiverses and Splatoon, they didn't do good. I don't know what to tell you. You know, again, this was just not a good summer.
I mean, when was the last game that Phil played that actually did very good for him? For, you know, the metrics, you know, views and all that shit. Was it Elden Ring? Because there's been so many fucking games over the past year or so, at least. Phil's been hyping up as saving the fucking channel. Oh, GTA Trilogy, re-release, whatever, that the remaster of GTA, that will save the channel and all that shit. Didn't happen. Elden Ring's pretty much the only thing that was the one decent fucking thing he's had going for him within the last, what, year or two of fucking gaming. Yeah, that's a very... Hi, I'm Stu, is a fan of the pause I made. Look at him sucking dick. Jesus, yeah. It's not... It's a very funny pause. I don't know how... I genuinely have no idea why he's doing his face right now.
For definitively, you know, figuring stuff out, right? What a retro play... So, actually, Lost Inputs summarized them all. Toy Story 2 and 3, Batman Arkham Asylum, Super Mario 2, Zelda 2, Fable, Sonic 1, 2, and 3, Pac-Man. Pac-Man, I mean, yeah, it's retro, but I never played those games before. Lost Input says, I feel like if you didn't want to play new games, you could have done ones you didn't play before. Never played Toy Story 2 or 3. Never played Super Mario 2 for you guys. Never played Zelda 2 at all. Never did a full playthrough of Sonic 3. Never played the Pac-Man game. So literally, thanks. Thanks. I did exactly what you wanted. But not in your eyes, but I did do exactly what you wanted. So there you go.
Everything is always the audience's fault here. Jesus fucking Christ. These are the guys he's trying to encourage money from. And he's making them feel like shit. Because, you know, they didn't fucking do enough to make his channel thrive or some pish, man. Jesus fucking Christ, man. He should be fucking thanking him and bend his fucking knee for a continued support to save his fucking ass from destitute. You know, This guy would have been in a fucking cardboard box with his fucking dent heads bound to his every fucking whim. It's unbelievable how ungrateful he is towards him, man. Jesus Christ, man. They're all a fucking Stockholm syndrome or something. Battered wife syndrome. Review Toilet Paper USA says he sounds like a company boss announcing his losses. It's unreal. It really is.
Okay. Anyway, there you go. All right. So the good news is the summer is over. Today is literally the final hot day. Today is the end of the wait. I say tomorrow with Overwatch 2. Within a week, we've got Scorn. Dead like every week, we've got, game after game after game. We're getting to the point where finally we're going to have alleviation. We're going to have new stuff constantly. All right? It's going to be good. And I hope that you guys are excited for that. I know I am. I'm sorry that we had a summer that was very different than what you would expect on DSP Gaming, but I feel like the light at the end of the tunnel for those of you who didn't like the retro stuff is coming. Personally, I like the retro stuff. I had a great time with it. And by the way, people were very supportive of the summer. They were. It wasn't like all of a sudden viewership completely tanked, support tanked. No, it didn't happen at all. Overall, things went well over the summer. All right? Now that we have new releases coming out, things are going to get back on track for growth, which I'm excited for. I would predict within the next 1.5 to 2 months, all right, I'll be hitting 200,000 subs. I predict that fully. You're still going to have the trolls who
Wait. How long? How fucking long?
predict within the next 1.5 to 2 months.
Seriously? He's given it like fucking another 45 to 60 days. He's been on the fucking precipice of 200,000 subs since like fucking, for weeks now. And he thinks it's going to take another 45 to 60 fucking days? How? How in the hell can I gain 1,000 subs faster than Phil Burnell? Someone explain to me this logic here. I managed to get 1,000 subscribers faster than Phil Burnell could to get to my fucking landmark. I went from 1,000 to 2,000 at a very good rate of pace, thanks to you guys. And Phil Burnell, he's almost at 200,000 subscribers. He's literally, he's 100 times larger than my fucking channel, and yet he cannot get 1,000 subs quicker than I can get 1,000 subs. Someone explain this fucking madness.
All right. I'll be hitting 200,000 subs. I predict that fully. You're still going to have the trolls who sub and unsub, and that's what's going to keep us from that level. But I predict once the new releases start hitting, you're going to start seeing more consistent subs coming in, and boom, we're going to hit it. So I'm excited for this. I hope you guys are too. Okay? All right. We got all that out of the way. Now, I have a follow-up to the Keemstar documentary that I reacted to. All right? After having reacted to that whole thing, I got a very interesting message. And I'm going to keep the person's identity a secret. But I want to read this message to you. All right? This is very interesting. I'm just going to read it word for word verbatim. I don't see why not. Right? This is really good. Listen to this. Okay? So once I reacted to the Keemstar documentary, at the very end of it, I asked a question to the open audience, to everyone. I said, in light of everything we just saw, all right, who on earth could be a fan of Keemstar? Because the truth is, he has a ton of fans. He's popular. He makes money doing this. But I don't understand it. Maybe it's just because I'm not the kind of person who would enjoy that content, but I just don't get it. He's done despicable things that are documented, and people just keep forgiving him over and over, and just keep watching his content, and it drives me bonkers, okay?
Pot, meat, kettle. How you doing, buddy? Is he not fucking self-aware? He's the exact same fucking argument on Phil. I mean, we pretty much say the same goddamn fucking thing about Phil Burnell. And yes, this is him having fingers in his mouth. I am counting this as a bingo. That is the first bingo on the fucking stream. Fucking hallelujah, it took long enough to hit that.
Right? So, to me, all right, I didn't understand. And we got some various answers during the live stream, but someone actually went out of their way to write me a big-ass answer. All right? And this put things into great perspective for me, and now I think I get it. You guys ready? Here we go. So, you asked about why people continue to support Keemstar despite all the bad stuff he said and done. And I think I can shed some light on that. I was a pretty big Drama Alert fan for its first few years. The reason that I stopped really watching wasn't because of anything that he had done at all. I just grew out of the drama genre as a whole. Most of his fan base are younger people, kids and teens that get obsessed over the personal lives of their fans. I think what he means fans, I think he meant to say like the personal lives of the content that they watch, and they're the fans. I think that's what he meant to say. Like they're super fans, right? So naturally, it follows that they care a lot about drama too. It's basically TMZ mixed with Maury, like Maury Povich show, for younger people. Trash TV, cheap entertainment. I was aware that a lot of the stuff that he had done, but I kept watching because I was just interested in the drama, and he was the best source for that. Probably because he was manipulating and manufacturing things behind the scenes. I kind of realized that he was a scummy guy, but I just never paid attention until after I started losing interest in that kind of content. I grew up, I got a life of my own, and I didn't have time for that BS anymore. But there's always new kids and teens on YouTube wondering about their favorite YouTubers that stumble into Keem in that way. And he actually did another follow-up, hold on. Yeah, here we go.
Shut up, bitch!
You commented on how he kind of became teen news when he started covering things like Jake Paul and stuff. But in reality, he just changed from nerdy teenage boys to kids more generally. So he's saying is, originally it was like these nerdy teens who were into drama. Then he just said, let's just have kids watch my content instead, so cover Jake Paul. I started watching a lot of Call of Duty commenters like Wings as a kid and a teen. And those were people that he focused on at first. Then he kind of expanded to gamers in general, and then later on to YouTubers as a whole, around the time that I started growing out of it. So I bet his audience always skewed young, but became significantly younger and more mainstream over time. The reason people watched Keem over those other drama YouTubers is because he casted a very wide net, usually reported on stuff first, and was able to secure interviews a lot more often. Obviously, he did this through scumbag means a lot of the time, and in retrospect, none of that stuff was very interesting in general anyway. Basically, the appeal of drama channels is a mix of the parasocial relationships, especially young, people develop with the content creators that they like, and trash TV stuff like TMZ. Keem gamed the system to make himself the go-to source for that kind of stuff. There you go. I honestly don't think you could answer the question or summarize it better than that. Yeah, basically, Keemstar is someone who I would say, focuses on and takes advantage of young people who are ignorant and gullible and
Are you fucking kidding me? Do you even fucking realise who you are, Phil Burnell? Shout out to fucking Derek, who fucking stole his mother's credit card so he could fucking give you money. Then got his fucking ass busted for it by his mother. The same Derek who used to allow in your fucking streams to fucking linger. Jesus Christ, man. All the fucking vulnerable people. This fucking Timbo who's going for his third fucking bankruptcy. Fucking poor Timbo. Poor fucking Timbo. How much has Timbo given Phil Burnell over the years only to fucking have to declare bankruptcy for a third time in his pathetic little life? Let's find out, guys, shall we? Let's find out. Where's Timbo? Where is Timbo? Where are you, boy? Where are you, Timbo? Let's find this motherfucker. Where is he? There he is here. Where is he? Here's a tips. Timbo Slice, 177 buckaroos. Although, hasn't he got alter egos? It's not just Timbo Slice. I'm pretty sure there's more than one Timbo. Is it just Timbo Slice? $177 altogether. Mr. I need free bankruptcies. Although it has a ton of socks, exactly. Does anyone name me one of our sock accounts from Timbo? Anybody know the fucking name? Anybody know any of his other socks? Chicken Man. We have Chicken Boy. Chicken Man, $344. So already with the two combined, that's $500. Phil Smoke, was he also Phil Smoke's crack? There he is, so 2 seconds. Phil Smoke's crack, $935. Jesus Christ, man. All this fucking money from one whale with several different accounts. Mr. Free bankruptcies now. His third bankruptcy. And he gave Phil, like, $1,500 or something. Bloody hell, man. It's unbelievable, man. That's what I'm saying. No, this is the kind of people that Phil preys on. The fucking foolish, the young and the foolish.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, Black Nature Super Chat. It says, Timbo spent $20,000 on payday loans while tipping Phil. Or tipping the pig. Jesus Christ. It's unreal. Phil's entire fucking YouTube existence now is preying on the mentally ill, the mentally weak, the mentally vulnerable, the young and ignorant and stupid, essentially. He guilt trips the masses of asses that follow him.
into fucking supporting him. He makes them feel bad about themselves whenever fucking things are not going well. Any drama that comes his fucking way, he'll fucking use as fuel to fucking whip them up into a fucking furor and get him to fucking, get them all to fucking rally around and step up their contributions and make sure that his fucking channel won't die. It's up to his fucking fans to step up and make sure they support a bit more than usual so the channel won't die and so he can fucking get one over on those damn dirty evil detractors and all that shit. He's the one that fucking instills this us versus them mentality when the fact of the matter is it's never the fucking case. Look, if people want to fucking throw money at this piece of shit, that's on them. I'm going to call them stupid for doing it, but it's on them if they want to fucking blow their money in that way. I've had some of Phil's fans come in here sometimes, and I've been perfectly welcome. I mean, I don't fucking mind them coming in here, as long as they're fairly civil. I'm going to be civil to them if they're civil in here. I think it's perfectly fair. But that's what I'm saying though, I'm still going to fucking call you stupid if you give this fucking guy any fucking money whatsoever, and that includes detractors at Troll Tip. He doesn't deserve a fucking penny of it. And it all adds up.
Impressionable. Yeah. Just the same as everybody else. The same as the Fortnite streamers. The same, you know what I mean? The meme streamers. Do you really believe, be honest with everyone here, do you think that these people, these teenagers, these kids in their 20s who are just playing Among Us and every viral game that comes out, do you think that the vast majority of their viewers are adults? No. It's children. It's children and teens who are impressionable, who are stupid, and don't care or don't know better. They don't understand what they're watching, so they just think it's funny and they watch it and they waste their time. I couldn't tell you. Again, I know people who their kids are hyper into Fortnite, like crazy into Fortnite, but they don't even like play games outside of that, just Fortnite. You know what I'm saying? So you prey on that. And you might say, well, prey on that, right? Yeah, that's how I feel. Other people might say capitalize. Other people might say take advantage of or focus your attention on. I think it's preying on the young because I don't think it's fair to target kids in that manner, especially when it's like targeted in a way that's deceptive. Like, for example, Keemstar covering news, but it's not news.
Okay, I've got a fucking good example for you, Phil. For $50, you put on a pair of nice wee gunner glasses that look so nice, those cool wee computer glasses or whatever. For $100, you'll put on a special hat. It might be a cowboy hat. It might be some...
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, Black Metro Super Chat. It says he's describing Derek right now. I agree, but that's what I'm saying though as well. But Phil, he is basically fucking doing the exact same things he's accusing other fucking people of. He's fucking dressing up. Do any fucking normal adults care about fucking Phil wearing a fucking hat and a fucking vest and all that shit? No, they don't. They don't. Phil, look at the fucking shit he fucking waved in the fucking fans' faces. Oh, guys, tip me money and you can see a lure. You can see a new lure go onto this fucking hat. Come on, fellow adults. Come on, please, fellow adults who watch my fucking content and you're definitely not kids, please give me money so I can put a new lure on my fucking hat for you, for fuck's sake, Phil. Get with the fucking times, accept the fucking reality of the situation. Your audience have got a fucking mentality of like fucking 4-year-olds. Some of them anyway, for fuck's sake. Phil has a fucking excellent point, Prophet, and it's something I fucking disagree with strongly that Phil does. Phil does not age restrict his content. He purposefully chooses... it's meant for kids. Phil does not fucking... He makes sure that kids get to see his fucking content, even though he fucking swears in it all the time, even though the content is inappropriate for children. He marks it as child-friendly. Jesus fucking Christ, man. I fucking hate it. Every single thing I fucking upload to this fucking channel now is fucking made sure it's for adults only. My language is not for kids. I get that. I mark it as not for children. Bill Burnell, though, he must have fucking prey on the children. He'll make sure his content will fucking show up in their feeds, even though it's not appropriate for them. Until very recently, the fucking video from him playing fucking DayZ or some pish, where he dropped those homophobic slurs, It's like Christmas stream, he's wearing a fucking dumbass Christmas hat, and he was saying, oh, you go to Twitch, that's where all the gamers go, and all the... as I'm saying, he's comparing YouTube to Twitch, and he was very disrespectful and derogatory towards YouTube. PUBG was a PUBG stream, yeah, exactly. Until very recently, that video was still not age restricted. Only within the last month has that video been age restricted. Children up until then had been able to watch it if they wanted to, and hear Phil say that. That's not fucking right. That is not fucking right whatsoever. And Phil chose to fucking make sure that video would be viewable for kids. When he uploaded this fucking video, he made sure that option was ticked. Is this video child friendly? Phil's like, yes it is. Children deserve to hear me say this kind of language. It's fucking sickening, it really is. But Phil's fucking, that's what I'm saying, Phil's fucking calling other people out for him being even worse than them. You fucking, you get $100, you get to watch me fucking put on a cowboy hat, or something like a
fucking inflatable fucking crown.
or anything else in that fucking matter, and for $150 fucking dollars you get to fucking see him wear some dumbass vest. Hey guys, and Marty McFly is from something you might never have seen before called Back to the Future. It's an 80s hit that all as adults love, you know. Oh, yeah, it's a great fucking movie. Or a fucking football jersey, yeah. It's unbelievable. The double standards of fucking hypocrisy on show here. It's incredible. Everything Phil's bitching and complaining about right now, literally everything can and is easily applied to him.
It's something he orchestrated to be news. But the kids don't know that. The teens don't know that. They're dumb. They're ignorant. They just care about it being drama. They don't realize he made the drama to make the story for him to benefit. You know, we do. We know he's a doxer. We know he's a manipulator. We know he's a vindictive guy who really messes with people's lives and doesn't care who he steps on to get ahead. But they don't care because they're too young and immature to even understand that. So with no filter, right? No adult filter or mature filter, they just think this is great. You know?
I honestly can't. I mean, this is him. He is literally talking about him. I can't fucking believe he's fucking saying. I can't believe this shit. I'll tell you what, Stevie the Dead's gonna have a fucking field day with this one as well. When Stevie the Dead catches wind of this, oh boy, he's gonna need a fucking lot of Lucasade for that shit.
And what's funny about it all is, just yesterday, okay, we took a look at my channel's demographics. And ladies and gentlemen, what we determined from my demographics, less than 1% of my viewing audience is of the ages of 13 to 18. The vast majority of my viewers are actually from their mid-20s to mid-30s, and then it skews to the 20s to the 40s. It's all adults. People watch me because they want intelligent content. They want fun content. They want someone who can formulate a fucking intelligent sentence and opinion. I'm not saying I'm a genius. I'm not. I'm pretty dumb. But
I would like to see Phil prove that. I would like to see Phil prove that kind of metrics. Let's see if I can get mine. Actually, let me see if I can get mine, and I'll prove to you guys what my fucking metrics are like. 2 seconds, guys. 2 seconds. Let me see if I can get mine on display. I'll need to find it first, though. Analytics. So where would it be? Where would it be? Audience? It'd probably under audience, wouldn't it? Ah, okay. I found it. Guys, you ready? Are you ready to see my metrics, guys? You ready? Here we fucking go. Full screen. Age and gender. Female, 0.9%. I've almost got 1% of women involved and interested in my content. Look at that. 13 to 17 years old, 0. I don't have any children whatsoever apparently interested in my content, and that's not surprising whatsoever to me. You want to know how? Because my content is age restricted. They can't watch my fucking content. Phil should also be fucking say. In fact, Phil's content should be age restricted as well, which means no children should be able to fucking watch it. What did Phil say again? What did I say again?
1% of my viewing, and ladies and gentlemen, what we determined from my demographics, less than 1% of my...
There are still children watching your content, and they shouldn't be fucking watching that content, Phil. Your content should be fucking age restricted to those groups because your fucking conduct in these videos is unacceptable for children. That is the fact of the matter. But yeah, shout out to the 25 to 34-year-old age ranges. Almost half my audience is in the same age range as I'm 35 now. Give it up. Yeah, I'm 35. I am in the 35. Sadly, I'm no longer in this demographic. I have just crept into this demographic now within the last year. But still, that's quite a large percentage as well. So there I fucking go. 45 to 54-year-olds, 8.9%. 0.6%. Fucking 65 and over. Shout out to the golden oldies out there that are fucking enjoying my detractor content. Fuck's sake. Fuck me, man. I mean, I need to find out who these fucking golden oldie detractors are, man. Fair play. Fair play to you, you know, for enjoying me talk shit about DSP. Big ups to the 65 and over crew. But yeah, you see, there you go, guys. And here's one. So United States, 56.1% from the United States. United Kingdom, 17.6%. Canada, 4.9%. Shout out to Canada. Australia, 1.3%. Germany, 0.6%. There you fucking go. One retired female viewer. Anyway, back to the fucking bingo. That was an interesting media tour.
My viewing audience is of the ages of 13 to 18. The vast majority of my viewers are actually from their mid-20s to mid-30s, and then it skews to the 20s to the 40s. It's all adults. People watch me because they want intelligent content. They want fun content. They want someone who can formulate a fucking intelligent sentence and opinion. I'm not saying I'm a genius. I'm not. I'm pretty dumb. But they want something that's meaningful. They want fun conversation. They want interaction.
He said it again, guys. He actually said it again. I'm very tempted to replace snort with meaningful right now. The motherfucker's not snorted one time, and yet he said meaningful right out of the fucking blue. Are we adding meaningful back to the fucking list? Should we replace snort with meaningful? I'm not entirely sure. It's one of those things. Do we replace snort with meaningful? I think it's up for debate. Greg Alex says no, it's a trap. Warren screams no. Evil ADR says no. MT2 says no way. Everp says don't replace snort. Trap, no, definitely a trap. No meaningful snorts today, says Silent Weapons. Yeah, no day. Everyone is very scared of meaningful. People are thinking Phil is trying to lay us into a false sense of fucking security and just fucking lay the trap. And then next time, if we try and throw it back on the card, he'll refuse to fucking say it.
They don't want drama, slamming, attacking, garbage content. Oh, look, I'm a memester, and I team up with 5 other streamers to play Among Us, and we all joke with each other. It's fucking fluff. It's brainless shit. That's what's popular on YouTube now, because the algorithm made it popular. That's it, you know what I mean? Like, if anything, we take a look at the story of Keemstar, and you realize he gamed the system. He rode those metrics out, and he basically preyed on the immature and young to make shit content over the years, and become popular. The funny part about it is when we watched that documentary, we realized he literally didn't make money on any of the shit he was doing. He was a failure. The only time he succeeded was selling a Minecraft knockoff game to children. That is how he made his money. He literally sold a Minecraft knockoff game to a bunch of kids, and that made him millions of dollars. He then used that money to make Drama Alert, and then he just rode the wave from then on in. He literally never succeeded for any talent whatsoever. But he's going to tell me, right, that I'm a failure back on level 1 when this motherfucker, the only thing he ever succeeded at was milking kids. Which is hilarious because one of the biggest things he ever complained about was people who were pedophiles. But he's the one who was actually taking advantage of children all along.
I think that's a very dangerous thing to throw a kind of accusation about there, Phil. We have you like on the record of wanting to slap an 11-year-old child. You wanted to slap an 11-year-old child. So, yeah, you're the one that wanted to abuse kids, Phil. Just saying. We have that on record.
Alrighty then. Well, I guess we can now put that to rest, right? There you go. Let's continue. Oh, gaming news. We actually have some gaming news to talk about today. Okay? Oh, God, I forgot about this story. All right, 2 news stories today. The first one may or may not be true yet. It's rumored, but it's not confirmed. The Halo franchise may be changing its game engine to the Unreal Engine, which is literally the engine that the vast majority of video games use to develop their games. Why? There's a story this morning from Windows Central reporting that the Slipspace engine, which is the engine that Halo Infinite currently uses, okay, to generate all its graphics in its world, is a big part of why Halo Infinite has had so many development problems over the last year. At launch, there were no tools whatsoever to properly develop the engine. It was all non-existent, and it caused tons of issues. They were trying to contract out work, but they had no way for these contractors to actually develop for their engine because it was a different engine from what they were used to working with. So, you're like, you know what this reminds me of? Honestly, PS3. When PS3 launched, Sony absolutely demanded that the hardware of the PS3 would be different, and their mindset was, it's going to be better. Even though it's different from what everyone else develops for, it's going to be better because we're going to dare to be different. But in the long run, our games are going to look better. They're going to perform better. What ended up happening was, like 2 to 3 years into the life cycle of the PS3, game developers were coming out saying, this is shit, it's too hard to develop for. We have to work our asses off to even port a game onto this thing, let alone build one from the ground up. It's a nightmare, and we can easily make games for PC or Xbox Engine. Why do we have to do different architecture on this fucking thing? Why did they do this? By the end of the life cycle of the PS3, admittedly, you had games like The Last of Us 1, and you're like, holy shit, that game's groundbreakingly amazing, jaw-dropping. But it took so long, right? We've had so many examples of this happening. We absolutely must demand we use something groundbreaking and new. But if you're not equipped to do that and handle that, you know what I'm saying? Sadly, you know, what's going to happen? And this is exactly what happened with 343. They have an engine called the Slip Space engine. It's exclusive to this game, right? So it's a brand new engine. But they don't have the flexibility to do things with it. They don't have years of experience where hundreds of other developers have been using it, figured nuances out about it, shortcuts around it. They're just, it's like, this would be like, you're going to build a house, okay? And you have blueprints on how to build a house with bricks and cement. It's been done before. Here's how you do it. Oh, well, I'm going to build a house from scratch with wood and nails. Do you have any instructions on how to do it? No. I know we can do it, but we don't know how. We just got to figure it out. That's what they did. Oh, let's just start from scratch. I figured this shit out. Like, well, you're going to have some problems. You know, no one else has done it before, so you don't have a guide to use. So now it kind of makes sense.
Did Phil just try and claim that houses were never made of wood? Did he seriously try and just use an example that there was no wooden houses ever before? Like, literally, that's kind of the first proper homes, essentially, once you fucking moved out from a fucking cave or whatever. Pretty much people used wood to build their houses. Timber or not shit, they fucking work that wood to fucking however, you know what I mean? The framework of the house, you know, the walls, the roof, the ceiling, everything was wood, essentially, for the most part. This motherfucker pretended he's never fucking played Red Dead Redemption 2, and you had the whole house building sequence, which was literally you building a wooden house. Gregor Light says that Phil Piggy built his house of straw.
This is why every other game developer out there can easily update their games, have season passes, have these changes, and they're just stuck with Halo Infinite being too hard to develop. Makes sense now, but that's terrible, dude. That's really shit. And I'm sad about that because I like Halo Infinite. I loved it last year. A year ago, it was one of my favorite games of the year. I was playing multiplayer a lot, loved it, and I was really looking forward to the future of Halo Infinite. And now, I mean, let's be honest here. The game doesn't have a future. It's dead. No one talks about it. The player base is exponentially smaller than it was once. And if anything, I would like to see it be one of these Cinderella stories, like Rainbow Six Extraction, like No Man's Sky, where it had an insanely bad first year, but then they come back. I would love that, but I don't know. I'm very skeptical that they're going to experience that, and I'm a little sad because I really like that game, and man. Okay. The other story today is like so cringeworthy, so fucking groan-worthy, so facepalm centric. All right? I feel like I'm going to tell you this, the headline, but I need to like shock you out of it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just going to say it. All right? I'm just going to say it. And then we'll see what happens. Are you ready? Horizon Zero Dawn is getting a modern remake for PlayStation 5. I hope that jump scare shocked you out of your horror. Like, I hope that was scarier than what I just told you, so that you're not traumatized forever by the news story. Okay? Right now, if you didn't know about this yet and you just heard it, you're probably like, no, Phil's fucking with us. No. All right. I hate to say it. I really hate to say it.
Well, first of all, fuck off, Phil. You're not funny. You're a boring cunt. Second of all, hate to say, that's another bingo. Hooray! I'm tempted to tick off something on his bingo card for his fucking stupidity. I'm not. It's not even fucking relevant, but him fucking doing that random ass boring shit makes me want to tick off something. Like, should I just tick off Scat Talk because that was literally such a fucking pile of shit attempt at him being funny? Nah, I can't do that. I can't cheat the card. With too much respect for his fucking game.
All right, but I told you so. All right, I don't hate to say it. I told you so. 1 month ago, It was the release of The Last of Us 1 Remake. And everyone was talking about this game. And there were two schools of thought. One was, oh, this is amazing, because now it's The Last of Us 1 with Last of Us 2 graphics.
Hold on a fucking second. When The Last of Us fucking came out in PlayStation 3, and then it came out in PlayStation 4 not long afterwards, you didn't fucking say a fucking thing about that then. Why was it fucking fine for that to happen, Phil, but it's not fine for this to fucking happen?
Graphics and more changes to the game engine and better things there, and it has accessibility features, and this is amazing. Oh, it's $70? Who cares? Just throw your money at Sony and Naughty Dog. They deserve the world. They're the big company that's doing things better to change gaming for the better for the future, and you absolutely should support this effort despite the fact that the game doesn't have the multiplayer the original had, despite the fact that the game has no new voice acting, no new story, no new gameplay elements. Even though they claimed there would be, there were zero new gameplay elements in the game except building your weapon at the workbench. Literally, the AI was identical. I know because I watched a fucking playthrough of it, and it was exactly the same as the original game with the same AI idiot stumbling in front of you, blocking your way when you're trying to go. I couldn't believe it. I was like, they literally did not care about making this worth $70 at all. All they wanted to do was pump out another game for $70 and have people buy it under the guise of, we're the good guy company. We're putting in all those accessibility features from Last of Us 2, and so just give us $70. And people bought it in droves. Now, admittedly, I have not seen the sales numbers for Last of Us 1 Remake. I didn't follow up on it because I was so upset about it. I didn't even fucking bother with it. I didn't care. I am happy to say many people who needed those accessibility features have enjoyed The Last of Us 1 for the very first time. I'm very happy to hear that. But those features should have been patched in for free or for a discounted rate. It shouldn't have been $70. They shouldn't have charged you $70 for a graphical overhaul when the rest of the game was identical. Okay? $70 is an insane ripoff, a slap in the face of fans and consumers everywhere, and anyone who paid that, you got ripped off. It doesn't matter if you support Naughty Dog or not. They disrespected you and you got ripped off. Okay? So
This motherfucker really is going to talk about getting ripped off when he charges his fans $50 to put on a pair of stupid fucking glasses. He charges his fans $100 to put on some stupid fucking hat. He charges his fans $150 to put on some stupid fucking vest or cowboy jersey. Not cowboy jersey, football jersey, cowboy jersey. I guess the Cowboys are a football team. That was Cowboys. You get what I'm saying though, you get what I'm fucking saying. He charges his fans an astronomical amount of money for his goals to fucking reward them. No, he sets them up. Jesus fucking Christ, there's a fucking waste of money right there. For the cost of 2 of these games, you can make this motherfucker wear a vest for an hour or so on stream. For the cost of 2 of those fucking games, he will wear a vest for you guys for like an hour or so. But if you don't fucking support him within that fucking time, he'll still say it's a fucking slow stream and things are slowed down dramatically. Guys aren't stepping up for support. Now, you'll still be pressured into fucking giving them money, even if it hits all fucking 3 tier goals. Because that's the kind of person Phil is. He'll fucking make sure to remind you time and time again, but just because I hit all my fucking goals, guys, doesn't mean you need to fucking stop giving me money. More fucking money, now! Piece of shit.
why am I talking about this now? Because guess what? I said, when that game was coming out, I said, Mark.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, Barrett Wells, for Super Chat. It says, Philip, no refunds, Burnell. Yep, as PayPal still says that, I'm pretty sure. In fact, if I can find it in his chat from Nightbot. Is Phil's Nightbot not working? Oh, wait, here we go. Yep, still there. No refunds allowed. Disclaimer, no refunds allowed. Thanks. Piece of shit.
Mark my words. This is the beginning of the slippery slope. Because if this game sells well, you will see every major game developer and publisher out there say, oh, eureka! We don't have to design fully fledged new games anymore. We can keep releasing the same shit over and over with minor graphical tweaks and upgrades, with a few features like accessibility here and there, and we can sell it for a full price as if it's a real fucking full new game. Because these customers are gullible as shit, and all we care about is the ever-loving, pumping money train. We don't give a shit about actually making quality content for our consumers. So, to make matters even worse, by the way, they recently already released a 4K 60 frames per second version of Horizon Zero Dawn for PlayStation 5. It already exists. They put it out around the same time or right before Horizon Forbidden West as a way for people who had a PS5 to experience the original, so that way they could have that transition into the new one if they hadn't played the original. It already exists. All right? So what they're saying is, I'm not kidding you, this game will be exactly the same as the original game. The only difference is that they're going to now showcase the graphical improvements that they gave the game in Horizon Forbidden West. So again, just like Last of Us 1 Remake, the sequel's graphics will be in the game, not the originals. And they're going to add in accessibility features just like they did with the second game. That's it. That's the fucking difference. They're adding in accessibility and a graphical overhaul. The story's the same, the voice acting's the same, the gameplay's the same, the length is the same. And here's the thing, all right? A lot of people are of the opinion this is not a bad thing. When you look at the amount of people who were so happy when Last of Us 1 was re-released with those accessibility features, and people were able to experience that amazing Game of the Year level game for the first time, that's something nice. It is. It means now people who previously could not enjoy gaming like we did can now do that. And that should happen. Accessibility should be for all, and I feel like more and more games, particularly single-player games as well. It's one thing when you have a multiplayer game that's competitive and they dumb it down so it's not as competitive anymore. That's one thing that can definitely be argued one way or the other. I'm not here to argue that. But with a single-player game, there's no excuse to not have accessibility features in 2022. These games should be accessible for everybody, okay? So it's good to know, if you didn't play the first game, maybe it'll have accessibility and you'll be able to play it. But here's the question. Will it be $70? If it's $70, fuck Sony. This is insane. This is, again, how can you fucking be so disrespectful, so greedy, and why the fuck are the public so dumb? Why would you spend $70 for the same fucking game again? I just don't understand it. And again, I told you, with Last of Us 1, this was the...
Okay, how about this? We've all seen Phil wear the cowboy hat, right? We've all seen it. We've all seen him wear the cowboy hat. Why would you fucking pay money to see him wear that hat again? Where you can just go to an older video and see him wear it there. Or how about the fucking vest? We've all seen him wear those vests before. Let's just go to an older fucking video where Phil hit the fucking vest goal and we get to see him fucking wear the vest then. Why pay the same amount of money for a new stream where he's going to fucking wear the same old shit? Yeah, why? That's what I'm saying. Why are you going to charge your fans for the same fucking... It's the same case scenario. It's the same exact case scenario. Why charge your fans for a shit? People are trying to suggest there was a snort, a semi-snort of sorts. Fuck it, I'll count it. I have actually been recognising Phil kind of trying to keep the snorts and check. Like, he'll kind of hold a nostril and try to kind of pass it off or whatever. There have been very kind of slight wee ones. I'm counting it. He has snorted at least once. Therefore, we're ticking the square. That is a bingo. Bottom left to top right. Boom de Aldi. The horns go off again. Demon Raichu was hoping for a zero snort stream. Impossible.
The gateway opening. This was the beginning of the slippery slope. And now not even a month fucking later. Let's get the shout-outs. We'll start off with the YouTube side of things. O-Rings re-upped his membership and said, I really hope Retro React will happen. Me too. It will be called DSP's Black Friday Adpocalypse. It'll happen on Black Friday. It'll be me reacting to old ads as well as international ads of various kinds. You guys will be able to submit your favorites for me to react to. Likely what I'll do is build a big playlist of them and play them all like nonstop. It should be a fun event. I hope that we hit the goal of 600 members today. Or today, excuse me. By the end of this month. We have a lot of time to do it, not today.
Oh, I've got something to say about that, guys. I've got something to say about that completely. So, Phil is currently on 545 members, okay? That's the wrong thing to look at. So, I have got something to share with you guys. If we go to the YouTube Raw data here. So, in a few days' time, Thursday to be precise, Phil is due to lose members, 22 members on his day off. Because... Oh, for fuck's sake, hang on, what happened there? Up, go up the way. There you go. So, there you go. So, the 6th of September, Phil got gifted 22 members altogether. Now, on the 6th of October, which is Phil's day off, he is going to, he's going to lose 22 members at least, because I'm assuming not one of them is renewed. Okay? And then, the following day, on the Friday, Phil is going to lose 16 more members. So Phil is anticipating coming back from his day off, potentially losing a total of 38 members. We'll just play devil's advocate here and say he's going to lose about 35. So Phil could potentially go from 545 to about 510. Okay? that would mean Phil still needs about 90 members to try and hit his goal. Not only that, a few days later, on the 11th of September, sorry, 11th October, 11th September, never forget, but yeah, 11th October, a month after it happened, he got 20 subs in one day stream. So he's going to lose 20 more probably. But, so if he hasn't made up the 90, he could actually go under 500. As I'm saying, I'm getting to that prop as well. As I'm saying, if Phil has still not got 600 by the time the 23rd of October comes, then he's in big trouble. Because he's going to lose about 100 odd, thanks to that 100 member bomb from Emo last month. This is what I'm saying. The first things first here. Phil is in a race, really. If he wants his members to come, if he wants 600 members to happen, he has got to hit it soon. Because he's facing a very real prospect of falling short of it. He's got 545 now. He's due to lose about 35 or so on his day off. And the Friday when he comes back as well. Not long after that, on the 11th, he's going to lose 20 more. And in between then is going to be a big... Phil's going to need to fucking rally hard in between then. Because if he's not hit 600 by 23rd, that is D-Day, essentially. Phil would be, you know, if he's not got 600 then, he's not getting a fucking goal. He's not hitting that members goal. But we'll have to see what happens. Phil looks like he's got something lined up. He's probably going to fucking hit it before then. I am guessing that Phil will hit 600 members before the 23rd of October. I just think he's got something set up for it.
On the tip side of things, our first tip today... What the fuck? Why aren't you moving? It's glitching. That was weird. An anonymous tipper wants me to ask the Magic 8 Ball, should I order pizza on my day off? Then if it says no, can I ask if you should order barbecue instead? All right, so first of all, the anonymous tipper wants to know, should you order barbecue on his day off or her day off? No, excuse me. Should I order pizza on my day off? I got it backwards. Reply hazy, try again. I couldn't read it, it was too many words. Let's try again. That's right, it was a $16 tip, so he gets 2 questions, or she gets 2 questions. Here we go. As I see it, yes. So there you go. The answer is yes. We don't get to your second question because the answer is you should order pizza. That's what the 8 Ball says. If you tip $8 or more, you get to ask the Magic 8 Ball a question. There you go. So thank you to the anonymous $16 tipper. I appreciate that. I'm still trying to... It's going to take me a while to work out the kinks of my new setup because I basically have different queues now. I'm not looking at stream elements anymore. I'm looking at like a queue for tips coming in. I'm looking at a queue for YouTube coming in. So I have all these different things to look at. And it's a little... I'm still juggling it. I'm still learning. It's going to take a while to get it down pat. So first of all, thank you for the tip. Anonymous tipper. What the holy hell? What happened there? Oh, it did work. Never mind. I was looking at the wrong part. I'll get rid of that capital letter. There we go. Okay, moving on. Our next tip from Snow Carl. He's concerned about my longevity as a content creator. He thinks I should swim for 2 to 3 hours a week. Thanks a lot. And then there's another tip. Also from Snow Carl. And by the way, I forgot to say, it's time for the segment that I like to call What's Going On in the Mind? The man, the myth, the legend, Snow Carl. His second tip. I was wondering, do you keep track of what days are better or worse for contributions? Is it weekdays versus weekends, nights versus days, end versus beginning of the month? Just interested. Thanks. No, I don't. I actually do not actively track it. Because personally, I feel like that's pretty crazy, micromanaging. Other things that I've noticed is that since I'm a...
How the fuck is that crazy? It makes fucking... It's perfect fucking business sense to know the good days and bad days to expect some good contributions to come in. You'd think the weekends would be the best fucking time to prey on the fucking, people that may have more time to enjoy our content or whatever. Things like that are fucking good. It's good to understand when it's a good time for you to fucking stream. Jesus fucking Christ, Phil. How fucking dare you try and fucking get the most out of your fucking business? What a crazy fucking notion that is, Phil, to try and get the fucking most out of your fucking business to potentially make the most revenue possible. What a fucking crazy notion. What's some mental, bizarre, crazy concept that could fucking be to try and absolutely fucking maximise your profits the best possible way? Mr. fucking business degree, Mr. fucking finance bachelor's degree. Might as well fucking wipe your arse with that fucking degree, Phil.
Crowdfunded individual. All right. Things fluctuate and change dependent on not only what game I'm playing or whatever, but also dependent on just who's watching. So let me give you some perspective here. Okay. One day I may be playing a game and you get two people who come in who really like that game and they want to contribute. So they both drop a contribution and then that ends up being a really good day for contributions because we had two, good contributions and wow, what a great stream. But then, because they came in and they dropped those contributions, that was it. They're not going to come back and keep dropping contributions every single time that I play the game. They did their one contribution. They're happy that they supported the stream, and that's it, right? And I'm happy for that. I'm not complaining whatsoever. So then I play the game
Bullshit.
again, and now some people contribute, but there aren't any big contributions, and now you have a slower day, right? That could happen. That's happened with various different games. It could be that, particularly, at one point, someone can only drop in randomly. And just because they're here randomly, they want to support. They don't even care what game I'm playing. They just love the channel, right? This happens all the time. And that's why you'll see fluctuations. You're like, I don't understand. This is a playthrough Phil's been doing for like a month. And some days, it seems like people are out in force supporting, and other days it's not. There's no way. There's no way you can really predict. What it is it just all has to kind of even out over time, which it has. Luckily for me. I don't know if that'll ever change, but absolutely, I've seen that it evens out. And that's good because here's the thing. If it didn't even out, I might not be able to play some of these awesome games that I played over the summer. These downtime playthroughs of retro games didn't necessarily all do great with support, being honest. But because people consistently come and support over the time of a month, then it kind of makes up for maybe a slower stream, you see? So it all works out. And the truth is, a game like Earthbound, I've been surprised because people have consistently showed up and supported that playthrough when I didn't think it would. It was actually one of the least viewed supported playthroughs I did when I played it 9 years ago. And now people actually did support this playthrough very well. So with today being possibly the conclusion, it'll be awesome to have it see it off with a bang. I don't know again if it's going to end today, though. I guess we'll find out. Okay? Okay. So we have a little bit of extra time. Okay? A little bit of extra time. If anyone has a question for me, you can tag me in the chat. I'll do my best to answer it. No, I'm not playing Guilty Gear Strive. I don't care if it's free or not. I don't care about the game. Will I play Dead Rising 1 or 2 for this Halloween season? Likely no, unless people nominate it and it gets a lot of nominations for the Halloween Marathon. No. No, I'm not playing Chivalry 2. I'm not interested. What's going on, Jade? It's good to see you. I know you don't like Earthbound. Hopefully I'll see you tonight for Disney. Thanks for stopping by. Snowcrawl, there's this thing called Google. If you don't understand something that's said on the stream, like parasocial relationship, you can use it to look it up yourself. There you go. I'm not, it's not here to define words for you. I'm not Webster's or Merriam-Webster dictionary. Where do you vote for games? You don't vote yet. If you'd like to nominate games for the event, the Halloween event, type...
First of all, Phil doesn't know what a fucking word means either, probably. Second of all, hey, he's talking about voting. That's another bingo. We got another fucking bingo, lads.
Exclamation point Halloween into the stream chat. The link will pop up. You click on it, and you can nominate games in that thread. The games that are most popularly nominated will then go to a final poll for the second half of the month that you'll vote on, and that'll determine the games I actually play in the event. Also, you can vote on the category of costume that I'm going to wear for that event by typing exclamation point costume into the stream chat, and that'll bring the link up. If you're someone watching this podcast on demand, obviously you don't have those commands. Just go to not DSPgaming.com. Go to DSP Gaming, my channel page here. Okay, go to the community tab. Check out on that tab those things. They're there already. They're public. You might have to scroll down a bit, but they're there. I did not hear about Fandom buying GameFAQs, GameSpot, Giant Bomb, and other gaming sites. I don't even know what that is. What is Fandom? What the hell is that? I'll look for it right now.
Bruh.
I guess I'll search.
Yes! Get on with it!
Fandom has acquired GameSpot, GameFAQs, Giant Bomb, Metacritic, and more. What is fandom? The fuck is that? How have I never heard of this before? If they're so big, right?
Shut the fuck up!
The problem is when you search fandom, you get fucking a million things about dumb fandoms, like fucking K-pop fandoms and Dreams fandoms. He revealed his face yesterday. So you don't get any real news. You get a bunch of shit on Twitter. It's all shit.
Nope.
This is a good post. You know those absolutely hilariously unusable wiki pages that are 80% advertisements and they're all wrong anyway? They're all run by Fandom, who now owns the largest video game review aggregator, one of the largest and most respected news sites, and one of the largest game guide sites. There you go. They also apparently bought TV Guide. Oh well, just don't use them anymore. Right? Why not? Drop them all. You don't fucking need them. Anyway, I got a tip. Oh, nice. So, Burnt Zapato just tipped me $5 and said, Earthbound. Burnt Zapato, I bet you're happy that now you can tip me normally and it worked, right? Because here's your animation. Thank you, Burnt Zapato, for the tip. And yes, it did work. It did go through with the correct link. So I guess you cleared out your cookies and it fixed it, right? That's what it was. See, a lot of people don't understand how...
Yeah, I'm sure fucking Burnt Zapato's so fucking happy that you get to get his money. Yeah, Burnt Zapato's gonna be fucking thrilled to fucking death that you can get his money. Jesus fucking Christ, Phil. Oh, 2 seconds, guys, 2 seconds. Sorry, 2 seconds. I just checked something there. So, we're doing quite well in the bingo. I know it seems like a bit of a slow bingo card, but we are 6 away from a full house. It's getting there.
How cookies can work and how bad they can be. So here's what happened yesterday. So I have a new method of getting tipped. Okay, Burnt Zapato clicks on the link to tip me. Okay, he goes, okay, let me tip. It's the new link and everything. He clicks, it goes to the old method. So what? I just clicked on the new link. No, because what happened was his cookies. So he clicked on the link. He clicked on his PayPal, and PayPal said, "Oh, old method, cookies." Funny. You always got to be careful about cookies. Cookies can be incredibly useful and incredibly annoying, especially when they're doing stuff you don't intend. There you go. It worked. So, mission successful. Very nice. Thank you, Burnt Zapato. By the way, we had a lot of likes. Wow, we're at 72 likes already. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Thanks for the likes already so early. Any last minute questions, guys? Have I considered going bald or shaving my beard for 200k subs? No. I have... Okay, do you want to know the truth about going bald? I'll be very honest with you guys. Do you want to know the truth? I have really bad skin. I have really gross, disgusting skin. Acne. And sadly, I get it pretty badly certain times. You guys don't see it that badly because my webcam quality is not that good. I'm literally afraid that if I were to shave my head bald, that it would be gross. Seriously, because I get it. It's like nasty. Big lumps and shit. It's disgusting. And I used to be much worse when I was a kid. I had to go on Accutane to even get it to the level it's at now. So I'm actually nervous that if I started shaving, because I can't, and this is truthful, I've told you guys this before, I cannot shave my face with a straight razor. If I shave my face with a straight razor, it just incredibly goes crazy, swells up, and breaks out. I have to use an electric razor to shave my face. I've had to my whole life. When I first started growing a beard in high school, I tried straight razor, and my whole face was fucked up for months, and I went to a dermatologist, and he's like, you just can't use it anymore. You've got to use it like something that's easier on your skin, because you have insanely sensitive skin.
I know fucking shit. Mr. Thinnest skin around. There's no... It's so funny that not only as a personality defect, Phil has incredibly thin fucking skin, but in real life, his skin is so fucking, toxic, whatever, he can't even do normal shit like shave. Jesus fucking Christ, Phil. It's like your own body's telling you you're a toxic piece of shit.
Yeah. So can you imagine if I started shaving my head? The whole thing would constantly be inflamed and fucking disgusting pimples everywhere. It would be nasty. So that's why I can't really do that.
I wonder if that's how Phil got a nickname of being the guy with the oddly shaped head. He was legit called that in high school, according to Phil. People called him the guy with the oddly shaped head.
When I had the crew cut covered it. The crew cut, you didn't really see that. Do I hate anime fighters? Well, let me put it this way. I don't hate anything. I don't really like the anime-ish style of certain fighters. I just don't prefer it. It's a little annoying to me. Not to say I don't like anime. I've watched anime. I enjoy it, but like, I don't know. I just don't know if I like that design. I think I like more realistic design. In addition, most of the anime fighters are almost all made by Arc System Works or variations of that, and they all play almost similar. They have similar.
Prophet, get your fucking sex bots out of these fucking streams. I clicked on the fucking name to hide them from the fucking channel, and instead I fucking made them a moderator for a fucking second. Jesus Christ.
Mechanics and things. And as I've told you guys over the years, at one point in my career as a competitive fighting game player, I tried to play Guilty Gear, and I didn't like it. It's not that I didn't understand it. I understood the formula. I understood the engine. I just didn't like it. I didn't find it fun. I'm not crapping on the games. I think they're great competitive games. I think you guys, probably like them too. I'm all for that. Enjoy. I just don't like them. It's just a personal preference. Why do I not like Dalsim? I do like Dalsim. I think Dalsim is very unique and interesting of a character. I'm just not very good with him. I would like to get better with him eventually in fighting games. I'm just not very good with him at all. Thank you, Malcolm. He says, have a great stream. I appreciate your hard work and long hours. All right, since we're about to end the podcast, allow me to conclude with two important things. Important thing number one, the sun is out beating on the goddamn office wall. This room is heating up. Excuse me. That's disgusting. I'm going to do my absolute best to sit here and tough through it and finish Earthbound with all of you. If I get cranky, if I start feeling sick, I may have to take extra breaks. I may at some point have to go take a leave. All right? It's that bad. You know what I mean? It's that bad. There's not much I can do about it. If it's that bad, it's that bad. So please understand that. And, I'm going to do my best to tough through this. I got so sick overnight. I just told you my story about it. I don't want that to happen again. Okay? Also, so far, things are working well with the new tipping system. You guys seem to be using it fine. No issues. Everything seems working great. I hope we can keep that up, get some good support in the next 3 days. Like I told you guys, this weekend is the weekend when the giant bills are due for both my internet bill and my dues here for where I live. But I also have my day off on Thursday, and then I got my day off next week. So tips, super important this coming week. If you like the content, I would absolutely appreciate if you could tip me. It would help a lot.
And there goes the whole narrative of YouTube money taking care of all the normal bills. That narrative has been cast aside altogether. In the past, it was thought that the fucking YouTube money specifically all went to his bills, which amount to about $5,000 or so there altogether. Nope, not this time. No, now it's a case of I takes care of a couple of wee things, but no, you guys need to fucking tip more than usual to take care of the rest of the fucking bills, aka DoorDash, aka meal with my wife, aka WWE Champions Time.
Okay? Let's end the show. Thank you guys. Hope you enjoyed the podcast. Let's get the show on the road.
As usual, I'm skipping his dumbass outro.
Okay, let's get set up. Take a very brief break for me to just use the restroom, and then we will begin. Here we go.
Phil didn't give a thumbs up, did he? Let me go back. Did Phil give a thumbs up randomly?
It would help a lot. Okay? Let's end the show. Thank you guys. Hope you enjoyed the podcast. Let's get the show on the road.
Yeah, no, it didn't give a fucking thumbs up. Not once. Strange.
Okay, let's get set up. Take a very brief break for me to just use the restroom, and then we will begin. Here we go. It doesn't feel as hot in here as it was yesterday, but that could very much change since the sun is still out there and it's just basically starting. You know what I mean? Like, it's only been out for an hour. It could get worse. Is that centered? I think that's centered. It looks slightly off somehow. Oh, Jesus, that was not good. How's that? Is that centered now? Whatever. I guess it's good. Okay. Brief break for me to use the restroom. I'll be right back. Not even going to run an ad. I'll run next door. I'll be right back. Okay. Okay, guys. Let's see here. We seriously lost a bunch of viewers. Oh, you know why? Because we're playing Earthbound today. I was like, we lost a bunch of viewers because I had to pee. Nah, because we're playing Earthbound. They were probably just here for the podcast, right? I get that. All right. I really hope I don't get a headache, but if I do, like I said, I'm out of here. I'm going to take a leave and take a break if I start getting a headache. I cannot go through that again. That was so bad last night. Okay. There's Baxterists in the chat. Can I take care of them? Yeah, I'll just ban all the Baxters outright. So, here we are. So, Up the volume a little bit. It's probably really low. There we go. You guys let me know how it sounds. All right. But I do need to do a little intro here because last time we were playing, my God, did things go horribly wrong, and I had to abruptly stop playing. So I should explain to the audience what's going on. Okay. Okay. All right, guys, ready? Here we go. Hello, everyone, and
Well, balls to the fucking chin. That is the end of goddamn bingo. We've got 19 out of 25, so not a strong card as usual. We've got a few bingos anyway. We've got the first 2 rows anyway. We've got the right column. We've got a diagonal line as well. So that's 4 different bingos we got all together. Sadly, it wasn't a full house, 25 out of 25. But hey, we'll get there again sooner rather than later. I am optimistic about that happening. Let's actually go to live DSP and see if he's got much more money from his, from this point in time. We are about 30 minutes behind Phil being live.
is loading like mo.
Phil has gained an extra $1 since then, so in the space of 30 minutes, Phil has gained an extra fucking $1. Fucking hooray for that. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for joining me for tonight's DSP Bingo. I do appreciate everyone coming up, keep me writing the bingo card. Also for the people doing super chats as well and everything else, I do appreciate it. I will see you guys tomorrow for some more DSP Bingo if you wish to join me. So fingers crossed we got a full house tomorrow. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But I'm going to end stream how I always end the damn streams. I'm going to play Notorious P.I.G. Contributions, an absolute banging wee tune. It's one of my favourite wee detractor tunes. I play it at the end of every single fucking stream, but it's just such a good wee fucking tune and a good wee fucking video made by Pixar Animations. But yeah, hope you guys do well, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow for some more DSP Bingo if you wish to join me. So until then, enjoy the rest of your Monday, and I'll see you tomorrow if you want to join me for some more bingo. So until then, have a good one, guys. Peace out.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, "I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower?" When you're showered in money, when you go outside, all of a sudden, greenbacks start falling from the sky, and you raise your face up. You're like, oh, you start dancing. You go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that. In an instant, fucking gone.